The Layer's a hard place to live. Real hard. Ain't no soft landing nowhere in it. Smiling at you like it already know your name, already in the room when you walk in. That's the slings and arrows, you don't hear them fly, you just feel that sting and wonder where it came from. Whole layer wrapped in dark mystery. Old magic in the walls. Wizards whispering deals they don't keep. Dragons watching from the shadows, counting bodies like loose change. Succubus love looks sweet at first, then you wake up lighter than you went to sleep. Heart tax, soul pawn. It's war out here. Quiet war. Betrayal wears silk and smile real nice. Same cats break bread with you. Be the one selling your name 2 streets over. This whole thing a stone cold trip, baby. No fair fights, no refunds. So whatever shield you walk around with, it better be battle tested. Not shiny. Not shiny. Not fresh out the armory, I'm talking chipped paint. Bent edges. Blood you couldn't wash off even if you tried. Cause the Layer don't care how fly you look in your armor. They care what's still holding when the smoke drifts off. If you still here tomorrow, still breathing, still standing on your square, then yeah, you's a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
Layer.
What up, party people? Your dreams have now been fulfilled. Get out your seat and let's get ill. Broadcasting live from the West Coast, Oakland, California, to be specific. You're on the Layer, and I am the Night. What's going on, 12th man? Let me see. How did this camera get twisted off like this? Let me see. Okay. That's a little bit more centered. Then it needs to go down. That's a little bit better. Yeah, y'all. 12th man in the building. This is Thursday. It is. Hope y'all doing well this morning. Have a great weekend. Banner up. We're gonna get right into it. It's a little documentary I saw recently. The documentary title comes from a Too Short song. What he said, I come from the city of dope. It couldn't be saved by John the Pope. That's the name of this documentary right here, y'all. You are now entering Oakland.
When I got to Oakland, that's when I learned the game. Drug dealing problem has turned huge areas of Oakland into a virtual battle zone.
Back then we had what you might call the real street mayors, the real politicians, the kingpins.
On August 29th, 1986, East Oakland seemed to freeze in place. Down East.
You see, August 29th, 1986, I was 16. About to turn 17.
14th Street, a horse-drawn carriage moved slowly through the city, carrying the bronze casket of Felix Wayne Mitchell, the man Oakland police had called the ruler of the 69 mob.
The man authorities believe was behind a decade of bloody Oakland drug wars and killings was buried today, and police hope his passing is going to bring to an end an era of brutality in Oakland's turbulent history.
To law enforcement, Mitchell was a heroin kingpin who helped turn Oakland's housing projects into sophisticated heroin distribution networks and brought war to Oakland City streets. But to thousands of people lining the route that day, he was something else entirely, a neighborhood legend, much like royalty. But what was the story behind the man that could inspire that level of devotion? To understand that,
they've shown it to you in multiple movies. You look at something like The Sopranos or The Godfather or all that other stuff. The dudes from those movies used to talk about men of respect. Now, why did they used to say that? Because these men are willing to do whatever it takes to stay in power, while other dudes don't make no decisions. That's the folklore about it all. No matter who the individual is, as long as they can show power.
we have to rewind back to the crumbling sidewalks of East Oakland in the early 70s. See, Oakland was the birthplace of the Black Panther Party, a place where young black men once patrolled the streets with law books and rifles, challenging police power face to face.
Violence against blacks was what we wanted to stop, but the best way to stop violence was not to run out there and let your head be beat. The best way to stop violence was to defend yourself and say, you want to take my life, risk yours.
But by the late 70s and early 80s, the energy in parts of Oakland had shifted. Post-war deindustrialization had gutted the Bay Area's working-class jobs, with many factories closing down. Urban renewal projects led to many black neighborhoods being bulldozed, and the promise of the 1960s civil rights movement gave way to poverty and neglect. Many of Oakland's housing projects, such as Campbell Village, Westwood Gardens, Lockwood Gardens, and San Antonio Village, have been built as wartime housing. But with the city's economy being the way it was, the housing authority was overwhelmed. This created the perfect opportunity for dealers to offer employment and protection to the younger residents in the area.
Police and drug dealers agree that the lure of big money is bringing younger and younger children.
Why would a person making $500 in one day go work at McDonald's and have somebody on his back when he don't have to listen to that stuff? He gonna make more money coming out here in one day than he is in 2 weeks there.
Yeah, because what the city was giving you was hardly no money, unless you had one of those jobs that was leaving. So it used to be you can come out of high school and go to factory jobs right by your house, because there was factories everywhere. All them start shutting down. And if you can't get I think back then, if you had a bachelor's, you can get a decent job. Now you got to have more than a PhD. And now they saying you shouldn't even go to school with all the new technology. But you have to understand how to learn the new technology and stay up to date, because it's constantly changing.
Void stepped Felix Wayne Mitchell, born August 23, 1954 in East Oakland. Mitchell came up in the San Antonio Villa housing projects, also known as 69 Village. Tall, sharp-dressed, and charismatic, Felix saw the budding dope market as his escape from poverty. He was a man who understood image before social media even existed. He knew what a Rolls Royce...
What's going on, Sin? You're second. The first person here, they're just on the vertical side, is 12th man. But thank you for coming. Good morning.
...said when it rolled through the project, and how jewelry spoke to the younger kids when it sparkled under the Oakland sun.
You know, I know people will scoff at this, but he was an idol. He was somebody to look up to. Yeah, cars. Yeah.
Mark Curry, the comedian.
Who else was there?
Matter of fact, Mark Curry was he in The City of Dovey? He was in one of the Too Short videos. Oh no, he was in what's that song? Cup. Like you ain't nothing but life is too short. No, it wasn't that one. I forget. But yeah, shout out to Mark Curry.
Rolls Royces, man, and watching this fly guy with all these beautiful women, you know, he was like Robin Hood to us, you know.
Police described him as starting off as a small-time dope dealer, but by 1976, that narrative completely changed. As a teen, Mitchell organized a small crew called the 69 Mob, which he structured like an organization. They were selling small packs of heroin up until Mitchell got a Los Angeles connect by the name of Tootie Reese, who was able to supply them with high-quality Mexican brown dope. After that, the mob turned San Antonio.
I've seen so many of these documentaries. They just get clips of the city and different interviews, and they just piece it together. Matter of fact, the modern version of this would be like Trap Laura Ross, or what's the other one called? 1090 Jake. What's the dude with the like Mickey Mouse voice? Warren Cali. It's a bunch of these type of like documentary piece together things. Newspaper clippings, clips of news from back then. So this is what I mean by folks nowadays can say, what was Gen X like? And they got something slapped together like this to tell you what Gen X was. What the boom was like. They got something slapped together like this to tell you what they were. You know, I was listening to Money B say the other day about Tupac, that the terminology in hip hop, when you talk about what did he say? Clips and something in clips. It's how they getting rid of people now. With snippets. You know, they'll look at a long interview, they take a piece out of it and they say, well, this is what the interview was. And people don't ever go back and watch the whole interview so they can get a better understanding of the interview in the first place. So them clips, but he said something else. He was on a news thing talking about Keefe D and Afeni Shakur and all this other stuff. That's what I think they be doing with this. They just take little sound bites and whatever else and they say, this is what it is. No, that's what the news reported.
Antonio Village projects into a heroin supermarket. Whether by choice or force, crew members set up shop in residence apartments, hired young kids as lookouts, and set up an assembly line-like structure where money was taken and dope was dropped through hoses to waiting hands. Addicts were patted down for weapons and forced to show track marks to prove they weren't.
Yeah, so I went to school, like I said, I was born in this January 25th, 1970. I went to Lockwood Kindergarten and Lockwood Elementary. Some point in the middle of this, we ended up moving with our grandmother, my mother's mother. And we used to walk from Lockwood to my grandmother's house was at 1287 60th. So I used to walk past here every day. But this is 69th Village. We used to walk past 65th Village every day, and Food Town and Plucky's and Quickways.
The cover. This approach allowed the 69 mob to move thousands of dollars worth of dope every day while insulating Felix from the police raids. When police did come through, lookouts would whistle warnings and addicts would quickly huddle into apartments. Police had to resort to helicopter surveillance as the only way to monitor drug traffic in the projects. Just a few blocks from San Antonio Village, the Black Panther Party operated a school and community center. The Panthers had long tried to protect parts of Oakland from drugs, with some members confronting local dealers directly.
Yeah, that's called the Temple. We used to be in there when we were super young also.
The overlooked significance of the Panther Party is that they held back the drug tide. When they were operating, they would not allow drug dealers and drugs to become a new economy in East or West Oakland.
Mitchell reportedly believed the Panthers were trying to interfere with his operation, or worse, move in on his territory. He viewed any...
Let me see. What's going on, Creative Solutions? What's going on, Willing to Win? Hello, CJ Brooks. What's going on, Fasting? Let me see. Scroll up, scroll down. Old school.
Got me a couple of dollars. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Shout out to Willing to Win 7 with the $5 boy. Says, good morning, nightish, peace and blessings. The same to you, brother. The same to you. Let me see. Here.
Thank you for the money. Cheese, Betty, the dough. Buddha, scratch, Skrilla, paper.
Fasting with Voss with the 200 joules, jamming. Salute, salute, salute. Appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it.
Interference as a threat to his business, and the Panthers' presence near 69 Village created tensions. He was said to be especially concerned about Panthers leader Huey P. Newton. According to accounts from the court case, Mitchell claimed Panthers members had been visiting the limousine service he owned, which led to him increasing security, bringing in more men, and surrounding himself with more guns.
Really, the Black Panthers they didn't want Felix and them doing the harm to the community that they was doing, which was selling heroin. So the Black Panthers, again, at the time, they really tried to approach Felix and them and extort them. But Felix and my older partners that grew up in the 69 village is not nobody you want to try to extort.
Then came August 14, 1977. 19-year-old Carlos Durantes was allegedly driving a van that had been seen repeatedly passing Mitchell's limousine business. Felix reportedly yelled, "That's some of Huey's people," ordering two of his men to follow the van. Moments later, the men pulled behind the van with one leaning out the car window and firing a single shot through the back of the van, hitting and killing Durantes. Police would later say Durantes was an innocent man, killed because the mob mistook him for someone moving in on their territory. The Durantes murder illustrated Felix's willingness to use violence to protect his business by any means necessary and foreshadowed a much larger conflict to come. Because once Felix's organization became the power of 69th Avenue, every rival crew in Oakland had to decide, work around him, work under him, or go to war. As the 69 mob expanded, its reach pushed beyond East Oakland. The organization began setting up operations in other parts of the city, including the Acorn Apartments in West Oakland. By 1978, Mitchell had made enough money to buy a mansion in Los Angeles, a Rolls Royce, and set up two businesses, an auto detailing business and a limousine service. But even men who build empires can slip over small things. One day, Mitchell was riding in the 1977 Mercury when the car rolled through a stop sign at 73rd and Spencer in East Oakland. A young patrolman pulled the vehicle over, expecting to issue a simple traffic ticket. But after the officer claimed the occupants of the car were acting suspicious, he had them step out, searching Mitchell. Tucked beneath his shirt, the officer claims to have found a small plastic bag of white powder. Mitchell was arrested, though the charges were later dropped. After the arrest, Felix moved to Los Angeles. When Felix left Oakland, he created a vacuum in the drug market. And the streets don't leave money unattended for long. It was just the opening his rivals needed to move in. By 1980, the heroin trade in Oakland was no longer just Felix Mitchell's private kingdom. Another organization called The Family, led by Milton Mickey Moore, threatened the mob's dominance. Moore secured a supply of high-quality Persian heroin and began selling in the mob's territory. The family's market grew quickly as addicts preferred the Persian dope over the mob's Mexican heroin. Everything was good for the family until Felix Mitchell came back to Oakland.
It's a trip how to just slam all these years into like newspaper clippings and news clips. This is kind of like when I go and watch Taz Channel, how he put his stuff together with the clips and the historical stuff and whatever. It takes a little time. Do y'all go over there and make sure y'all hit Taz up for doing all that editing and stuff? It's work, man. It's work, man. Especially if you've been doing it for some years now. It's work.
With his return, Felix knew a statement had to be made, and on August 6, 1980, that message was delivered in blood. 3 associates of the family, Sandra Adamson, Ricky Walker, and Roger Walker, were kidnapped, tortured, and dumped in the Oakland Hills by members of the 69 mob. This set off a week-long drug war the likes Oakland had never seen.
Ava Washington has lived in East Oakland in a housing project 14 years and worries constantly about her children's safety because of gang warfare.
And I'm not gonna lie, it's drugs. It's drug related.
2 days later, Vendetta Davis, a 19-year-old woman who had been romantically linked to a family member, was ambushed in her Mercedes and shot repeatedly with a .357 Magnum while her infant daughter sat in the back seat. Anthony Bowling, a mid-level family member, was murdered the same week, allegedly by mob enforcer Charles Dorsey. Then there was mob gunman Durant Terry Moore, Felix's own enforcer, who was found dead inside his Mercury Cougar. By week's end, 6 people had been murdered. Police attributed all 6 killings to the struggle over drug territory, turning the streets of Oakland into a war zone.
Like, we sitting out here, and they've been coming through here like once a week. And the boys that's playing over there at the basketball court, they'll just start shooting. Don't care who they shooting at. They just begin to misfiring.
Then in August of '82, another war involving the mob started after Chanie Barksdale, Jesse Sneed, and Larry Sneed opened fire on a car carrying Felix Mitchell's nephew. Retaliation was a must, leading to Felix ordering mob members to eliminate the Sneeds. For 5 days, members of the mob roamed the streets of Oakland looking for the Sneeds. Mob Lieutenant Norbert Blewett had a chance to take out Larry Sneed after confronting him in the San Antonio Villa projects, emptying a .38 caliber into Larry Sneed's car. Larry survived the attack, but again was ambushed by mob members at an East Oakland hamburger stand. After members opened fire, Larry crawled under a car with mob members right behind him, letting off.
Now, see, here's the crazy part. They say you're not supposed to show weapons on here, but then these documentaries, it's still up. So I guess it depends on the situation.
Altogether, murder charges were filed, dropped, revived, or swallowed by weak evidence. The streets were terrified, and the courtroom needed more than just rumors.
Yeah, that's the thing about YouTube that's interesting. So they have channels where people, the whole thing they talking about is weapons. They got weapons all on it. So you got to understand the ins and outs of this YouTube stuff, where they'll bing and ding you until you know your channel's gone. All of the rules. What up, TBE Trucking? Unless it's an instruction. Okay. What up, Ronnie? What up, B Snezzy?
came to the point where police eventually turned to the Federal Continuing Criminal Enterprise Statute, which allowed prosecutors to target drug kingpins. On March 1st, 1983, a federal grand jury indicted Felix Mitchell, Charles Nathan Lewis, and 7 associates on charges of conspiracy to distribute heroin, operating a continuing criminal enterprise, and multiple counts of tax evasion, alleging that since January 1976, the mob had controlled heroin distribution in Oakland's projects and expanded to Berkeley and Sacramento. During trial, former mob members testified about the organization's hierarchy, drug trafficking, and killings. And piece by piece, the government began dismantling the legend of Felix Mitchell. By 1985, the legend of Felix Mitchell had to answer to a federal judge. On June 4th, 1985, U.S. District Judge Marilyn Hall Patel sentenced him to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Felix showed no emotion to the sentencing, reportedly saying, "I like money, I like jewelry, I like fine cars, and I went out and got them. Isn't that the American way?" Judge Patel called the 6ix9ine mob the most violent enterprise she had ever encountered. The king of 69th Avenue would soon be gone from Oakland, but the story wouldn't be done yet. Mitchell was sent to USP Leavenworth Prison in Kansas, where on August 21st, 1986, 4 days before his 32nd birthday, he was stabbed 10 times in the chest while he lay on his bed, bleeding to death shortly after. So when the horse-drawn carriage rolled through Oakland in 1986, it wasn't just carrying Felix Mitchell, it was carrying the contradiction of the dope game. The American dream Felix had chased had given him status and the name Oakland would never forget, but it came with a body count, and in the end, that body count included his own. But the family's war for Oakland was far from over, and their war this time would come from within. At 1:30 in the afternoon on March 22nd, 1984, the alarm bells inside Franklin Elementary School suddenly came alive. Teachers locked their classroom doors and shut off the lights.
Now, at this time, 1980, I was shipped to my father in West Oakland. Around about this time is when I came back home to my mother. 84, somewhere around this time, March, April. It was before school. School was like August, so yeah, it had to be like April, May of 84.
Outside, 2 carloads of gunmen were flying down Foothill Boulevard, trading bullets with semi-automatic pistols, shotguns, and rifles. The shooting allegedly started several blocks away, but the speeding cars carried the battle directly towards Franklin. The gunmen stopped near the school, and when the door swung open, for 90 seconds, gunfire ripped through.
And then all of this extra stuff right here, like they have to show all of this. You could just say it, you don't have to show it, but this is for effects. It's keep the audience compelled when they look at all of this. Their eyes are, stuck to it. That's how, The Godfather worked, The Sopranos worked, Good, Bad, and the Ugly. America tells you this is the way. This is capitalism.
The schoolyard. Bullets struck classroom windows, causing students to drop to the floor. The principal ordered the school locked down while wounded men staggered through the neighborhood, leaving trails of blood behind them. Police later connected the shootout to 2 rival East Oakland organizations. One was simply known as the Family. The other was Funktown USA. And according to law enforcement, the man sitting at the center of Funktown's growing power was a former Oakland High School football star named Harvey Wissington. Wissington grew up as one of 13 children, attending Oakland High School, where his size of 6'5" and speed made him.
The thing I find interesting about this one compared to other ones, you can tell the other ones is AI voices. This sounds like a real voice. Oakland High, went there.
Stand out. He was a talented athlete who was named to the All-City team. As a teenager, Harvey had something many young men around him didn't, a visible road leading somewhere beyond the flatlands of East Oakland. But the neighborhood surrounding him was changing. By the late 70s, Oakland's heroin economy had grown into a highly organized underground business. Corners, apartment buildings, housing projects, and entire blocks became valuable pieces of territory. But somewhere between the Friday night lights at Oakland High and the bullets flying past Franklin Elementary, Harvey Wissington's future changed directions. Harvey Wissington stepped into Oakland's bustling drug economy after linking with Mickey Moore, a former R&B singer now turned to one of the city's leading narcotic figures and head of the Family organization. Wissington worked as a street dealer for the Family, learning the ins and outs of the operation from Moore. He spent a brief stint in jail in 1980 after a drug possession conviction. Afterwards, he was placed on probation in order to perform community service. At the time, Harvey's name hadn't yet become synonymous with being a kingpin, but that transformation would come in 1982 when Harvey was split from the Family. Though accounts are different, the reason for the
I was 12 then.
split is alleged to be from a rivalry between Harvey and Moore, as Harvey looked to gain more power. The other allegation is that Harvey and Moore's lieutenant, Andrew Drew Piazza, had a dispute over Piazza trying to holler at Harvey's girlfriend. When Harvey went to confront Piazza, it's alleged he was beaten with a tire iron by Piazza, who was
Now that's a clip from Snowfall. How that fit in there?
backed by several of Moore's men. A week later, Harvey was shot in the back by Piazza. Not long after, Piazza was jailed for an unrelated heroin charge, but his actions changed the structure of Oakland's underworld forever. Harvey split from the Family, taking his knowledge, connections, and his desire for revenge with him, forming Funktown USA. Funktown's original base was centered around Lower 11th and 13th Avenues, near Foothill Boulevard, but spread out over time into 79th Avenue and MacArthur Boulevard, as well as 99th Avenue and Plymouth Street and other areas. By the end of 1984, it's estimated Funktown's membership ranged from roughly 40 to 100 people, although the number of active core members may have been smaller. Harvey presented himself as a businessman who owned an East Oakland auto body shop and other small ventures. He complained that police harassed him and wrongly blamed him for the actions of relatives and other neighborhood associates, noting the
Poverty. Yeah, I was a baby when all that stuff was happening. Told you I was in elementary school, but we used to walk past projects. People would be on top of the roof yelling rollers, all of that. Yeah, but I was a baby.
lack of serious cases against him, but to police, they looked at Harvey as someone who had gone from Mickey Moore's apprentice to Moore's most dangerous competitor. And because the break had been personal before it became financial, the rivalry carried more than the usual hunger for money. The family had survived this war with Felix Mitchell. Now Mickey Moore had another war coming, but this time, the enemy had learned the business from inside his own organization. To understand why the rivalry spread so quickly, you have to understand the amount of money sitting on Oakland streets. In 1984, Oakland's population was roughly 350,000, and the number of heroin users somewhere between 15,000 and 20,000. Investigators estimated that a heavy user could spend at least $50 every day. At an estimated $50 per day per user, the city's heroin economy potentially generated hundreds of millions of dollars annually. A Funktown expansion didn't simply mean opening a new location. It meant taking money out of someone else's pockets. Law enforcement officials would place Funktown alongside the 69 Mob and the Family as one of the major organizations that helped drive Oakland's homicide crisis during the late 70s and 80s. But outside their circles, ordinary families would live.
So based on listening to this, with people I don't know, if we fall in the line, when was it peace? When was the peace kick in?
Inside the consequences. And in 1983,
I like this little picture right here. It's a good little shot. Good little shot. I'm gonna cartoonify it. Nice little glimpse. Pew.
Those consequences followed Mickey Moore to a funeral. On September 14th, 1983.
Again, that was a clip from Snowfall.
Approximately 200 people gathered at Oakland Center of Hope for the funeral of 19-year-old Luther Joe Perry. Perry had been shot to death 5 days earlier, and after the service, a smaller group of roughly 20 mourners returned to a house in the 2200 block of 25th Avenue. As they gathered on the front lawn, a blue Cadillac with Texas license plates pulled up. Witnesses said an argument started between the occupants and people standing outside. Seconds later, gunfire erupted, and when it stopped, two young men, Christopher Williams, age 20, and Clarence Johnson, age 18, lay mortally wounded. Both men died after being taken to Highland Hospital.
That's a good shot of Highland. Let me see, where is it at? We at 1847. There we go. Let me snatch up that. Smile in my face.
And died after being taken to Highland Hospital. Milton Mickey Moore was shot and died during the chaos. Later ballistic testing suggested that Johnson had fired the bullets that killed Williams, and that Williams may have shot Johnson, and in the midst of it all, Moore was hit. Rumors spread that the shooting was connected to the war between the family and Funktown, alleging that Funktown shooters had opened fire on family associates. A few weeks later, on October 7th, gunmen shot up Mickey Moore's Oakland home, narrowly missing his 13-year-old son. By then, the feud had clearly moved beyond Harvey and Mickey, with funerals only producing new funerals. Then only 5 months later came the shooting at Franklin Elementary School. One of the men later associated with the incidents was Anderson Samaji Thurston, whom police described as a Funktown enforcer. Later arrested in 1984 on bank robbery charges, Thurston wrote a letter while incarcerated that was recovered by authorities. The letter appeared to describe more than 20 people allegedly involved in moving Harvey's dope around East Oakland, and safe houses where weapons and drugs were stored. It's believed that Durston wrote the letter to Mickey Moore while attempting to leave Funktown and join the family, after Harvey had allegedly refused to pay bail money after Durston's arrest. Prosecutors described the letter as an intelligence summary rather than a confession that solved every open case, so the conflict on the street continued. In July 1985, Gregory Hassan Colbert had recently been released from prison. Colbert was described as a former lieutenant in Mickey Moore's family organization. It's alleged Funktown gunmen opened fire on him near 98th Avenue and Eads Avenue in East Oakland, not knowing Colbert was wearing a bulletproof vest. He survived the shooting, but refused to press charges. By then, however, federal investigators had begun examining Funktown from another direction. No longer relying on witnesses in order to solve every shooting, they began building a narcotics case, and police also alleged that Harvey's organization had developed a relationship with an even more intimidating force, the Black Guerrilla Family Prison Gang. Harvey had formed an association with members of the Black Guerrilla Family, also known as BGF, who allegedly helped transport narcotics and provide outside enforcement over Oakland's territories. The federal investigation intensified in April 1985. By now, police described Whistleton as Oakland's newly crowned street king. Felix Mitchell was now facing life in federal prison, and Mickey Moore's family had been weakened by arrest and years of violence leading to Funktown's expansion into territories abandoned by older organizations. But pinning anything on Harvey remained difficult, as his auto body shop provided a legitimate face.
Like I say, when you listen to Warren Calley, when you listen to Trap Lord Ross, I think the other one's called Street Crimes. All of them had these detailed, like, breakdowns of people from snippets of this and snippets of that, and they just put it all together like this, and you'd be like, this must all be, we don't know. I guess they know. Or wherever you got this information. I don't know how they put these documentaries together, but they had a little, music in the background and the clips together and effects over it. And like, what is this right here where we're looking at this car that looked like that they working in a mechanic shop? It's just, I guess, a dopamine hit.
Even though investigators believed narcotics were being run through the business. But by the spring of 1985, an undercover federal agent had begun entering the world behind the body shop doors. Between April 12th and September 10th, 1985, the female agent completed 9 controlled purchases involving cocaine and heroin, with most of the deals occurring at the Marin Way Auto Body business. On October 4th, 1985, the operation moved from surveillance to arrest. Winston reportedly left the shop while trying to locate cocaine for another transaction. Police followed him through the air with the helicopter, and when he returned to the body shop around 12:30 in the afternoon, officers were waiting. Prosecutors charged Winston with 2 conspiracy counts, 4 counts involving cocaine distribution and 3 involving heroin distribution. He eventually pled guilty in connection with approximately $80,000 worth of cocaine and heroin sold to undercover agents. When given an opportunity to address the court, Winston stated, "My mouth got me here, I ain't saying nothing." Harvey was subsequently sentenced to 17 years in federal prison. Just before 5 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, Rudolph Rudy Henderson was sitting inside a vehicle outside Lloyd's the Pie Queen's restaurant in the 800 block of 60th Street in North Oakland. While customers drifted in and out of the restaurant, a gunman approached the car. With no warning, gunfire rang out. Windows burst and glass flew across the seats. The man and woman sitting behind Henderson escaped with minor injuries. Rudy did it. The man once described as Oakland's most powerful cocaine dealer was now dead. 8 months earlier, Henderson's 25-year-old son had been shot to death during a carjacking in East Oakland. But long before that fateful day at the restaurant, Rudolph Henderson was appearing in newspapers around the Bay Area, not for any crimes, but for how a chubby powerlifter from Oakland had transformed himself into a potential Mr. Universe. Henderson, at 30 years old, had already spent approximately 8 years lifting competitive.
Let me see. What's going on, SD? What's going on, Connor History Channel?
In the powerlifting world, he had developed crazy strength, but to become a bodybuilder, he had to change his routine. He cut more than 20 pounds from his frame, training approximately 4 hours a day, 6 days a week, at New World Gym in San Leandro. He entered his first bodybuilding competition in 1975 and finished 4th. And by 1979, he was preparing for the Mr. USA contest, hoping that success there could carry him towards Mr. America and eventually to the Mr. Universe stage. Henderson understood that a major bodybuilding title could bring magazine photographs, endorsements, as well as the pride of being Mr. Universe. But while the newspapers were writing about Rudy's bodybuilding journey, law enforcement already was familiar with his name. So Henderson's transformation into a celebrated bodybuilder couldn't erase what had come before it. Henderson had already crossed the line from street-level dealing into international trafficking, serving time for importing heroin from Hong Kong in 1975. After prison, Henderson returned to Oakland in bodybuilding. To an outsider, it may have appeared that he had escaped the drug business, training around respected athletes, developing friendships in sporting circles, and just generally building the image of a businessman, a man comfortable around athletes, models, and entertainers. But the Oakland streets were never far from Henderson. In October 1984, Henderson was wounded in a drive-by, while another man, described as a suspected drug dealer, was killed. That shooting was a warning, as Oakland's narcotic business was changing. By the mid-'80s, heroin organization was being dismantled. Cocaine was becoming more dominant, and crack was beginning to transform entire neighborhoods into fiercely contested retail markets.
Drug dealing problem has turned huge areas of Oakland into a virtual battle zone. Almost every block has a known drug house where customers come all night buying drugs and sometimes shooting up on the spot.
A kingpin who survived one era could become even richer in the next. And in 1985, one of Oakland's most famous drug bosses, Felix Mitchell, was removed from the street to serve Fed time. Henderson stepped into Oakland's cocaine trade as a major front-end supplier without the need to inherit every corner Felix once controlled. He only needed to supply the men that were fighting over them. The city's existing organizations wanted supply, not ounces, but kilos. And Henderson had positioned himself to be that supplier, supplying cocaine in bulk to men whose organizations control street markets across Oakland and San Francisco. Among those customers were Daryl Little D. Reed, associated with the Castlemont area, Jesse Powell, who San Francisco police believe was distributing Henderson's cocaine through the Sunnydale housing projects, Joe Broadnax out of North Oakland, and in East Oakland stood James Big Man Milton, Henderson's trusted lieutenant and one of the most important retail distributors in his network. The relationship was simple on the surface. Henderson obtained cocaine in wholesale quantities, supplying drugs on credit to selected customers. They processed portions into cocaine, distributed it through their crews, and returned the money. But credit created chains. Henderson owed the Colombians, his customers owed him, their sellers owed them, and every kilo passing through the network carried more than cocaine. It carried expectation, debt, and pressure.
They got it. They could have had it all cartoon.
Got me a couple of dollars. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Shout out to TBE Trucking with the $2 boy. Said, I heard about Oakland when I was a kid in Maryland. Shout out to that. They wrapped up all these years in 48 minutes and 58 seconds.
Everybody paid. The organization moved smoothly. But when one person
running like a Quentin Tarantino film, it started at this part, and we want going back to that part and up to the front and back to that part. I guess that's to get all the players in here.
failed, the pressure traveled upward, and eventually, one unpaid debt would place nearly the entire operation in danger. But before that happened, Henderson needed soldiers he trusted, and nobody appeared more valuable than James Milton.
I wonder what people, like the families of these people, when they see these documentaries, I wonder what they think about when they see these documentaries.
James Milton and Rudy had similar interests, both gifted athletes drawn to bodybuilding, but Milton was headed down a dark path from early on. Milton grew up in poverty in Brookfield Village. He was a talented East Bay athlete who became addicted to heroin, which led him to committing burglaries in prison at around 21 years old. Behind the walls, he became part of the Black Gorilla family. After his release, Milton tried to turn away from narcotics and crime. Like Henderson, he turned towards bodybuilding, training in Solid Sweat Gym 6 days a week. Eventually, he became a manager at the gym, where he met Rudy Henderson. Milton developed himself into a championship-level bodybuilder, and for a time, it appeared that the discipline at the gym might carry him somewhere different. But a strong body didn't provide a steady income. Henderson recognized Milton's value as a physically imposing presence, with prison connections and the ability to command men who weren't easily controlled. He provided Milton with money, somewhere to live, and access to opportunities inside the drug business. Henderson would also invite him on trips to Gold's Gym on Venice Beach and heavyweight title fights in Las Vegas. Milton became one of Rudy's most trusted lieutenants, and by 1986, Milton was patrolling East Oakland with the Newsy, while dealers working beneath him, like Gregory Colbert, sold cocaine supplied through Henderson. He was Rudy's representative on the ground, a buffer between the wholesale connection and the corners. But over time, Milton eventually came to believe Henderson was using him. The chain of events began with a dispute over drug territory in Oakland's Brookfield Village. After dealers working Milton's territory were confronted and driven away, Milton returned that night with Gregory Colbert, Napoleon Butler, and another.
My goodness. Seems extremely detail-oriented. That's what's missing. I knew it was something going on. Give me 1.27 seconds, y'all. The background music. There we go. Let's see. All right.
The associate named Pino, armed with Uzis and M16s. They parked behind the Cosmopolitan Baptist Church and approached through a dirt alley. Colbert opened fire with the M16 while Milton sprayed the street with an Uzi. People on 85th ducked for cover as round after round ricocheted across pavement. When the shooting stopped, Milton realized Napoleon Butler, his cousin, had him returned to the car. He was found in the alley, shot in the back of the head. After Napoleon Butler was killed during the shootout, rumors spread that Gregory Colbert had accidentally shot him from behind with an M16. Colbert denied the accusation, but Milton began to believe it might be true. Before he could decide how to handle the situation, Oakland police raided Milton's home on January.
Like, I wonder why they didn't make it all cartoon like this. Even a newspaper clipping so it could all be modern.
January 13th, 1987, arrested him for Butler's murder and reportedly found weapons and drugs, including a kilogram of cocaine linked to Rudolph Rudy Henderson. Milton's daughter was also taken into custody. Facing the possibility of decades in prison, Milton was offered a deal, explain Butler's death, testify against Colbert, and help the FBI investigate Henderson's organization. The turning point came when Henderson refused to pay Milton's bail, forcing Milton to spend 3 weeks in jail before posting $12,000 of his own money. Feeling abandoned after taking a major risk for Henderson's organization, Milton contacted the FBI after his release and agreed to cooperate against Henderson. But before that betrayal could destroy Rudy, another relationship had already placed him in danger, his connection to Colombia. At the center of Henderson's wholesale world was a Colombian trafficker named Alvaro Becerra, an Americanized Colombian with connections to the Medellin cocaine network. Becerra's offer was simple, reliable cocaine in high volume. From Becerra, Rudy could buy coke for approximately $17,000 per key, around $2,000 less than what he had been paying another supplier known as Green Eyes. At first, Becerra allegedly arranged a small order, approximately 10 keys worth around $170,000, paid for in cash. But once trust developed, the quantities grew and the payment terms changed. And instead of demanding every dollar before delivery, Becerra extended credit. Henderson was bringing in loads of 20 keys for approximately $350,000, 94 keys valued near $1.6 million, and 100 keys worth roughly $1.7 million. But that credit came at a cost, placing him in debt to people who didn't accept excuses. As long as everybody kept moving, everyone made money. But credit is only smooth when the money returns. And by the end of 1986, Rudy's money stopped coming back. It all started with Joe Broadnax. Allegedly, Henderson supplied Broadnax with approximately 50 kilos of coke. Broadnax's organization cooked part of the powder in the crack and sold it in North Oakland. But before Broadnax repaid Henderson, another supplier appeared with an offer too good to refuse. 60 kilos for approximately $380,000. Broadnax used money that should have gone to Henderson to purchase the cheaper shipment. The plan was to sell the new coke, multiply the money, and pay Rudy afterwards. But on December 30th, 1986, the new transaction turned out to be an undercover operation. Broadnax was arrested, and the money was gone. It's alleged that Broadnax owed Henderson approximately $1.1 million. Without that payment, Henderson's debt to the cartel reached $2 million. Suddenly, luxury cars and mansions didn't matter anymore. Rudy now owed people who had supplied him with cocaine on trust, and the man holding a large portion of his money was sitting in jail. Eduardo Donoso, described as a collector associated with Becerra's organization, began pressing for payment. Then, apparently frightened by the consequences of the unpaid account, Donoso left for South America. In January 1987, Becerra came to Oakland personally and contacted Henderson. By now, federal agents were monitoring Rudy. Henderson.
Damn. Seems so damn elaborate. What's going on, Candy King?
Met with Becerra at the downtown Oakland Hyatt Regency, bringing him $100,000. It was a large amount of money almost anywhere else, but against a $2 million debt, it was barely a gesture. Soon afterwards, investigators believe Henderson was told that he would receive no additional cocaine until the balance was paid. The well-oiled machine was beginning to fall apart, and then James Milton started talking. 3 FBI agents supervised the case, while as many as 13 others contributed part-time. The IRS had reportedly examined Henderson's finances for approximately 5 years, and the lifestyle was telling a story that reported income couldn't explain. Agents placed a court-authorized wiretap on a telephone associated with the North Oakland house they believed served as a nerve center. They tracked calls, pages, meetings, and money. And on May 31st, the waiting ended. Federal officials gathered in a Justice Department conference room in San Francisco to decide whether it was finally time to bring down Rudolph Henderson. The raids followed quickly. Agents from 6 federal agencies and the Oakland Police Department executed about 30 warrants across 4 counties, searching roughly 20 locations. Near 55th Street in North Oakland, investigators discovered a Mercury station wagon containing approximately 40 kilograms of cocaine, valued in reports between $738,000 and $1.4 million. Authorities also seized at least $350,000 in cash and around 20 luxury vehicles. Henderson, his sister Carolyn, and several alleged associates were arrested as part of a sweeping conspiracy case that later included cocaine, weapons, and continued criminal enterprise charges carrying the possibility of life in prison. After years of operating with confidence, Henderson's empire had finally begun to collapse, and its most powerful symbol waited high above Sonoma Valley. At the end of Grove Street, high in the hills west of Sonoma, Rudolph Henderson's success took physical form in an approximately 6,600 square foot mansion known as the Sky Castle. Purchased for about $2.8 million, the estate sat on roughly 11 acres and features multiple bedrooms, fireplaces, wet bars, elaborate entertainment systems, an indoor hot tub, and a sprawling master suite occupying much of the upper floor. This was also seized by the government.
Federal authorities are now moving to seize all of Henderson's assets under a new law that allows them to confiscate property acquired with drug money.
In January 1989, Henderson entered a plea agreement. And on April 1989, Judge Patel sentenced the 39-year-old former bodybuilder to 25 years in federal prison.
This man accused of supplying cocaine to Oakland's gangs was sentenced to 20...
April of 89. These drawings, all of this stuff. It's a lot going on. I do wonder though, the family members of these people, all the stuff that the government took.
25 years behind bars today. That's 5 years longer than the prosecutor had asked for. Rudolph Henderson pleaded guilty to charges of selling cocaine, but after he heard the sentence, he tried to change his plea. The judge said, no deal.
Even before Henderson's case was finished, some of his cars began appearing on the auction block. In April 1991, the Sky Castle followed. The government set a minimum bid of $1 million and hoped to receive approximately 1.5. Rudolph Henderson was eventually released from federal prison in 2002. He returned to the East Bay and entered the used car business until his death in 2006.
The 69 Mob, as well as two other rival drug gangs, the Family and Funktown USA, had people living in Oakland constantly ducking bullets. Then, the three leaders of those drug gangs were finally put behind bars. Police say those arrests left a power vacuum. Now, a lot of little gangs are forming, with new leaders still fighting and shooting it out over turf and recruits.
On a quiet night on East 14th Street, more than 200 mourners packed into CP Bannon Mortuary in East Oakland. They were there for Derek Turner and Tracy Bolton, two Oakland men found shot execution style behind a Kentucky Fried Chicken in Carson, California, after what police described as a cocaine deal gone wrong. Inside the mortuary, grief hung heavy, but in the streets, grief don't stop a war. Outside, 3 men wearing masks and gloves pulled up to the mortuary, hopping out with guns and a rifle. As one man pointed the rifle, the crowd scattered, ducking behind anything that looked thick enough to stop a bullet. When the rifle jammed, for one split second, fate did what law enforcement couldn't. It stopped another mass shooting in Oakland in a year already marred by violence. The men jumped back in the car and sped off, soon being spotted by Officer Kevin Sullivan on the 7100 block of Favor Street, where the gunman fled. Anthony Ant Flowers, already facing trial for a huge cocaine case, was found hiding in a nearby backyard after a police dog tracked him down. That night told you everything about Oakland after Felix Mitchell.
They dropping name after name after name.
The face of Oakland's heroin era in the late 70s and early 80s, the man police called the godfather of Oakland's drug trade, and who many in the neighborhoods of Oakland saw as a provider, a Robin Hood for the hood. But when Felix fell, the heroin kingdom he built didn't disappear. It shattered, and every broken piece became somebody else's crown. Instead of peace, Oakland got more corners, more crews, more guns, and a new generation of men who watched and heard of how Felix turned poverty into power.
Oakland homicide detectives say the new breed of crack dealer is younger and often armed with an automatic weapon.
By the late 80s and early 90s, young men like Darrell Lil D. Reed, Timothy Black Blewett, Anthony Flowers, and Emmanuel Lacey were fighting over those same corners left behind by Felix's crew. But by then, the dope game turned to cocaine, which soon gave way to crack. See, in the new era, the rules changed. Crack spread through working class neighborhoods like a match in dry grass.
Few people here will openly talk about why they're moving out, leaving the place they've called home for decades. But many say they're moving out because drug dealers and fighting drug gangs have moved in.
Kids didn't need out-of-state connects or old-school discipline. A small crew could get product, cook it, break it down, and turn a few ounces into a entire corner economy. One of the first young men to rise in this new economy was Darrell Lil D. Reed. Reed's rise was fast, growing to a multimillionaire in about 3 years.
But you know the same thing with Lil D. You know Lil D from the Bay Area. And this little dude was like, I said, how much money you got, man? You're 17 years old and you got $1 million.
And by 1988, federal authorities were already looking at him as one of the biggest crack figures in Oakland. He was barely into adulthood, but the money around him was grown man money. He carried himself like a young king. Expensive cars, jewelry, and for his 20th birthday, it's alleged he spent around $30,000 on a party for thousands of guests at Golden Gate Fields. Then came the raid. In December 1988, police hit an apartment near Adams Point before dawn. Inside, they found 20-year-old Dale Reed, allegedly in the middle of cooking almost 30 pounds of rock cocaine, according to the police. They also seized powdered cocaine, cash, handguns, and records that suggested hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales across the East Bay. Police called it the biggest crack cocaine seizure in California at the time.
A 20-year-old man accused of being Oakland's crack cocaine kingpin appeared in court today. He was arrested last week in what police call the biggest crack bust in city history. And police say gang warfare may break out in Oakland to fill the power vacuum because of Reed's arrest.
Just like with Felix, the father Reed opened the lane, and the man who moved into that lane was Timothy Black Blewett. As one of 15 children, he grew up in the same East Oakland ecosystem that had produced Mitchell, with his brother Norbert Blewett running with Felix in the 69 mob. After Reed was arrested, Blewett helped command what remained of Reed's organization, rebuilding it into what many said to be a more violent crew. From prison, Reed allegedly helped Blewett connect with a Los Angeles cocaine source who was willing to supply massive wholesale loads. And by 1989, Blewett's biggest problem wasn't law enforcement. It was a short 5'5" East Oakland dealer named Anthony Ant Flowers. Flowers was only in his early 20s, but police said he controlled drug corners around 100th Avenue, East 14th Street, and the Old Dirt Road area, an unpaved section of 99th Avenue. A hush.
Hello, Deborah Leonelli. We got Stan Lee in the building. The link is in the description, y'all. The link is in the description. We moving forward.
It's the good fucked up. We gonna have some fun. I'm getting loose.
That's what we have.
I wasn't no drink before I got on this flight. I gotta get over. What y'all got to drink in here?
What you got tequila?
Okay, I'm gonna try some shit.
Grand
Fuck it.
Cormino?
Yeah, whatever that is. Sounds good. Well, I be with them broke bitches. I still be getting Tanqueray, getting drunk with bitches off.
Tanqueray?
Right. I be getting fucked up off that bullshit, that awful shit. But them bitches ain't never seen shit. They be like, this is Tanqueray. Like, yeah, bitch. Yeah.
The rappers be talking about, yeah.
Right.
Tanqueray.
They still sell it in liquor stores where it's dangerous in front of them.
I figured that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Tanqueray in a long time.
Yeah, I still be pissing out Tanqueray, dog.
Corey, what got you into comedy, Corey? Like, what make you like, you know what? I think I want to try that. Like, was it a comedian on stage? Was you just around the way, always being a funny guy? How it started?
Spank, look, I know I wasn't never no homework dude.
Right.
It wasn't nothing that really caught my interest except for when we sit around. Like when we was in college, we ain't never go to class. We just meet up at the lunchroom and just hang out and talk shit. I was like, damn, this is really what I do. Because I get put out the classrooms. I be there telling the teachers some stupid shit.
Right.
And man, this is just my lick. I can't even imagine what else I'd do. If I couldn't talk shit, I'd probably be somewhere mad somewhere. But because I talk shit, I watch other people get mad. Yeah.
I was telling them that. I said, I don't know what it is, but I get a pleasure out of people getting mad at the shit I say. I don't know why.
I love, especially when I'm not doing nothing vicious. It's just everybody, the truth.
Well, I think they see it as vicious. When you talking about like pushing people downstairs, putting them on roller coasters if they're pregnant, the baby being flushed down. I mean, this is dark comedy, but yeah, some people may feel some kind of way about it. A lot of people, I think. It's a trip though, because it'd be a lot of ladies at his comedy stuff.
Will make the average mind frustrated.
That's a fact.
They don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear what sounds good. Yeah. That's why it's hard for me to leave LA, because there's a lot of people out here, the Hollywood life, they want to hear what sounds good. But I be like, bitch, you ain't really built like that. Stop asking for bad bitch shit, and you ain't no bad bitch. You put together enough where I can show you off to the people that give me credit for having something that look like that for right now. This is real life. I don't got no bad bitches. I got bitches put together from trips to Punta Cana and shit like that.
I got no bad bitches.
I ain't got no bad bitches. All my bitches, dog, got surgery scars, and I put them together as best I can. You ain't got expensive to get a bitch fixed up.
You gotta build
right. All the ones that don't talk back, you got a chance to get fixed up. I love when they come home on that plane and be looking like this and can't move. That is my favorite time, watching a bitch heal from surgery.
What's the first thing you fix someone?
Oh, they like to get their titties done first.
Yes,
I help them hustle. They ain't finna stay with me forever. I love when they be like, fuck you, Corey. I be like, bitch, get some money with them titties. I'm about to get the fuck out my face. That's what we do, man. That's what we ain't gonna do nothing else with this money.
Right.
The Sage Gang from Corey Holcomb. I forget this guy's name, but I believe he's one of the Kevin Hart's gang they call the Plastic Cup Boys. No Harm, No Foul with Corey Holcomb. The Underground Lounge. I forget dude's name, but yeah, I believe that is one of Kevin Hart's Plastic Cup guys. You know, getting them more. They are a stand-up group. I know one name is Naeem. I forget all in it. I think. Oh no. I don't know if this dude's name is Spanky. I forget what's different. Okay, Lou and Spank. So that is Spank. That's Spank. Take that. Let's get back up to it.
Right. So you're about to...
I will give this to Corey though. He's consistent with all the controversy and everything that's going on. He's still telling these jokes.
Using titties for bitches. That's what we do, nigga. What? I'm talking about invest. When I'm broke, I'm broke, nigga. I'm still the bitches I fuck with. They fuck with me when I'm broke. Ain't nothing else going for them and shit. I don't fuck with bitches that look for rich niggas. I fuck with bitches just happy somebody took them somewhere. I'm gonna show you about 5 of my bitches. You gonna be like, I'm gonna start being like Corey. I'm gonna show you. I don't know why motherfuckers struggle with bitches that expect a lot. All my bitches don't expect shit.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry, dog. I get to talking too much. My bad.
You got it good with your crew. Okay. So you been in
What's going on, Reese? It's about that hour mark. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. In fact, since we at the hour mark, let's do this here. Let's sit in with the songs early on this Thursday morning. We got a doozy for y'all. Let's go with this.
We got to get our shit together.
It's about to go down.
A nickel bag gets sold in the park. I want in.
Tell them to bring me my money.
If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Oh, honey, I got to get my hands on some.
And then I'm gonna get that money.
I approach him with my
I like that. I want to just, I need that.
I take your money.
Let me respond to this. Here's my thing about comedy. Is it funny? Is it funny? And as long as I've been looking at Corey and listening to Corey, he got some funny jokes. I wouldn't say he's the top of the top. And then his style of comedy, I would say I put TK Kirkland a little bit above him. I put Patrice O'Neal a little bit above him. I put Patrice a little bit above TK too. Yeah, I like comedy in general.
Tell me, when you got in the game, as far as comedy, you in movies, TV, you still just getting the regular bitches. You bullshitting, Corey.
What the fuck is you gonna do? What? Come on now. See, I don't know your situation because last time you was engaged and all that shit.
I'm divorced.
I couldn't say that when it was happening. I was like, okay, let me go through it. I'm gonna go through it. Nah, it's just I do that already in my heart. I just didn't know for sure. Now I know you've been through it. Pay your little check and don't do that dumb shit no more. What the fuck you doing? I remember you was with her. You was like, Corey, this is my fiance. I was like, all right. That shit was funny as hell. You wasn't even yourself. You was like, hey, Corey, what the fuck you think gonna happen with this dumb shit? But you needed that.
I needed that.
You ain't got no more bitches that you care about.
Yeah, see, he says, nutty to be married. But Corey, you was married. We saw baby girl. And then you said you eventually had to let her know that this is who you really are. You could have let her know that from the get-go. And shout out to that lady.
Do you? I mean, well, caring about a woman is something that happens when you're a moral person.
Right. So
but
that's always gonna be there. But I don't have nobody where it's like I'm with them every day. And
right. If you got a lot of them, you ain't got time to put true effort.
Oh, I played my clip and didn't get a spill. Listen, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Everybody I see in the chat, okay, we know who that is. But anybody that may be in the clouds, like, comment, subscribe, and support the channel by Super Chat, Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. The Cash App is $KNIGHTISH1. The PayPal is paypal.me/IDLNO. And the Venmo is @Nightish1. @KNIGHTISH1. Support the situation. It's money. It's love. Matter of fact, I got a song for that too. Like to hear it? Here we go.
Must be this money.
Get the money. Get the money. Don't forget the money.
Yeah, where the cash at? Where the cash at?
You think you gonna pay?
I need a dollar, that's what I need.
Hello, bro. I'm trying to get the money. Talk to me about money.
Where is the money?
We need our money.
Don't you think it's about time you gave me my money?
Support the situation. Is money is love.
You could donate on PayPal now, and you can donate on the Cash App.
Thank you very much. All right.
Yeah. Let me see now.
The one at a time.
Well, I got one.
You got one you care about again?
No, I just got one.
You stupid. No, I'm just fucking with you,
I'm
man.
just saying, I got one. I mean,
You got one.
all the ones might be looking something. I got one.
No, I got right. That's smart. I got one.
You been married before?
Yeah, hell yeah. Boy, I got ran through, but I'm the guy. I'm gonna tell you something. Lou, I'm a soldier of God, man. I was married 17 years, and I don't owe her nothing. Because the way she went about it, it didn't work for her. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, one of us sneak through the cracks. You know what I'm saying? She was she came across some money. And you know what I'm saying? And I don't got no money. I ain't got no money. Shit, I don't get
Sorry
nothing.
for yourself, Corey. Come on.
I don't do nothing. And Corey Holcomb is a straight bum. I know this club tried to give me a check with Corey Holcomb. I was like, what the fuck am I finna do with that? I got Corey Holcomb is a hobo. Lou, I hate that. Do they give y'all checks in y'all names?
I see what's going on.
Right.
Yeah,
In
keep
the
the
NBA,
bills down, Corey. Keep the bills down.
I don't got shit. I rode a skateboard up here to this show. I'm out here. Stop. That judge, when they showed my taxes to that judge, he was like, bitch, you owe him. I'm like, bitch. I don't owe you shit, bitch. They're going to have to just come get me for whatever that shit is. Anyway, my bad, man.
No, you're good. How was the Chicago scene coming up in the game, though? How was that?
Chicago Comedy World?
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, I caught the tail end of when Bernie was starting to blow up.
Yeah.
So I knew Bernie enough where he'd always show me love because he used to think I was funny.
Yeah.
Bernie Mac never smiled with new niggas.
I heard.
Bernie Mac. But he used to be Corey. I was like, wow, that feel good. And Bernie even gave me credit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the underground I came up in, me and Deion Cole started together. I'm proud of our underground, even though it is some guys that started with us, they're at the exact same level from when we started.
Well, you know, they stay home, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, a
It's
lot
like,
of comedians
no,
stay home.
You know why they stay home? Because they don't want nobody fucking their bitches. This is why so many people don't leave the house. I'm like, no, she gon' get fucked anyway. You might as well be productive while your bitch getting woe out. Am I supposed to talk like this? Because I don't mean no harm.
No, you good, brother. Come on.
It's just a difference between the stamp we put on it.
Am I supposed to talk like this because I don't mean no harm? Is a crazy line of words put together. What's going on, Zentar? People being stingy on a Thursday morning. Somebody said they want to come and add value to the conversation. I don't know why this thing be acting up. Why it don't be on? Okay. Do this. Use all the fancy.
Come on in.
It's always a treat when players meet.
I seen you in the chat talking, TB. Are you a 5150 Nation?
Yes, I am. Always have been past 12 years.
I could tell by the hate.
Ain't no hate. I just find it funny. I just find it funny how
jokes.
Yeah, I just find it funny how this sector tries to take Corey down, but y'all don't have enough numbers to deal with Corey. This whole sector tried to take him down. It's not going to work. So I don't know why y'all keep punching at the wall.
Do you think that that's what it is?
It is. Y'all
No,
listen
it's
to his
not.
comedy
No, it's
so
not.
personally, man.
No. I've been listening to Corey when he was a baby comedian. Way
Then
back
why
in
you
the
listening?
day.
Why you take it so personal when he says things?
I don't take nothing personal at all. I'm into dark comedy. I'm a
It don't
person who used
sound
to
like
listen. I'm a person who used to listen to Lenny Bruce.
It don't sound like
telling
it when I hear
like
you.
Don Rickles. Don Rickles has racist jokes. I listen to
I'm just telling you what I hear.
I listen to Sam Kinison. I listen to let me see who's all in that kind of same thing as that. I took TK Kirkland. I'm a Pryor listener. I'm a Murphy listener. So I don't know what
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you as a fan.
The issue that came up is all the baby jokes.
No, it was bigger than that. It had to do with Anton. It was the Anton beef. That's what it really was. All that came after the fact. All that came after.
No, sir. We was talking shit about both of them.
No, he started with Anton, and then Anton did his little backdoor thing, whatever, and released that little clip of him with all his other dirty jokes. And then we got to cancel Corey. Y'all can't cancel Corey. This sector's not big enough to cancel Corey. You got to remember, there's 3,000 people in this sector.
I don't know how many people is in this sector, and I don't know how you connect them. How do you connect them 3,000 people?
Because it's the same 3,000 people that watch all the same shows. Y'all not big enough to cancel anybody. All you can do is complain, and that's it. And then once your complaint goes away, Corey's numbers are the same.
Let's see. Now you didn't give me a mission. Now you didn't give me a mission. Now I'm finna see what I can do.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Now that I know it's like that, yeah, I got a mission. But it won't be about nothing but just the kid jokes.
I watch Corey the next day.
Everybody else can defend themselves.
He had 60,000 views the next day after doing his live. I watch Anton's back to 5,000 or 6,000 the next day.
So are you into like humiliation rituals and all the other stuff too? As long as you get the bread, is at the end of the day all that matters is the views and the bread?
I'm not into anything. I don't make content. I just watch.
No, I'm not talking about you making content. I'm asking you, are you into the content that's about humiliation rituals and all the other stuff, long as the person is making money? Because if that's the case,
depends on what you mean by humiliation.
So if that's the case, if it you just okay with dark comedy, how do you feel about like Anthony Cumia?
No, I'm not into that.
You don't know him? What about? Let me see. Who else would?
No, there's a lot of people I don't know. There's a lot of people I don't know.
Well, most of his
I usually stick to my same groups.
Most of his jokes is racist stuff.
Racist stuff. I'm not even offended by racist.
Matter of fact. How do you feel about Howard Stern?
Howard Stern. He had his little. I think I watched some late night back in the early '90s. But that's something that passed on after that.
What about Petey Green?
I don't think I remember Petey Green. I'll probably remember if I hear it.
Yeah, his famous one is the one about eating watermelon without cutting it into cubes. Just eat it straight up.
That sounds funny. Yeah.
Yeah. So to me,
if it's funny, I'm good.
Yeah, but see, to me. Yeah. But so to me, again, it wasn't about Corey's comedy in general. It was just specific things. Like the one about the baby that pulled the bottle out and skeeted the milk all over her face.
How long ago he did that joke?
I don't know. That was at the Shaq thing.
No, he did that joke a long time ago, and then when this sector got sensitive about him, then y'all pull it out your ass all of a sudden. Come on, man.
So you're saying in recent time he ain't done no jokes like that?
No. This is selective outrage.
So when him and Anton was going back and forth, he didn't have a whole thing going in on Anton's daughter?
Yeah, he did. He should. He should. If you're going to talk about, if you're going to start a war, that's what a war is. He's at war. Nigga, you got an ugly family. Okay. You got an ugly ass family. We're at war.
So what does Corey family look like?
All he had to do was he couldn't say ugly. He couldn't say his daughter's ugly. There's only one person was offended by that. The person with the ugly daughter. That's why everybody felt sorry for Anton, because they know what his family looks like.
Who is everybody? And I think his family looked
Come
okay.
on, man. It was a lot of people in this space.
Matter of fact, I'm not gonna say I think. I know Rita ain't ugly, and I know his daughter ain't ugly. I think she's in a developmental phase.
All right, she looks like him. She looks exactly like him, and you gonna tell me what she don't look like? Stop that shit, man. Stop it. Stop it. You're playing politics. Stop that. You know what she look like.
It's not no politics.
I'm gonna tell you what. I showed her to somebody who's not even in this space. I said, "This is the girl they're making fun of," and they was like, "Who's that?" I was like, "What does she look like?" And you know what the person's response was? Lord have mercy.
I got to see
that
his
was their response.
I got to
that
see
was
his
their
woman.
response.
I got to see his
they
woman.
They don't look like that.
I got to see his woman and the girl he produced to make a comparison.
Exactly.
It got to be a fair conversation.
I bet you what they ain't filing no lawsuits.
I know.
They ain't filing no lawsuits.
I know a lot of people that talk a lot of shit when they know they're messing with somebody's fugly too.
Yeah, but they ain't filing no lawsuits over what they look like. I know that. Because somebody called her ugly, now they got a lawsuit. When have you ever seen that before?
Yeah, that's
when
the
have
new
you ever
thing.
seen that?
That's
the new shit.
Style. That's the new style.
That girl know what she looked like because he done told her. Everything he messed with on the side looks nothing like his family. Nothing. Rita, all them girls. What's that girl? Mika.
Yeah.
All them girls he messed with look nothing like his wife and kids. Nothing like.
So you saying that Nika was fine?
No, I'm just saying she don't look like his wife. That's what I said.
I think Mika got a strong jawline.
Oh, I think she got a what she call a cat face. The women that got like a cat looking face with the eyes and shit. So yeah, she's different. But to him, you
niggas hate women. That's crazy.
But to him, that's a fine woman compared to what he got. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
So you think you need to pick better?
No, he picked his woman.
Because even this shit right here that we having this discussion about sound a little bit like hate.
Nah, like Corey said, explain the bitch. Explain the bitch you came there with. Explain the bitch.
First of all, I wouldn't be calling my wife no bitch, first of all. And then secondly, who the fuck is Corey for me to have to explain something to?
Hey, you brought her up at his place. He said explain the bitch. You want him on his show.
You talking
Mika.
about
I'm talking about Mika. I'm talking about Mika. When Corey said
I definitely wouldn't explain Mika.
Well, he wanted her on the show. He wanted her on the show.
Yeah. Why not? Why not do that? Why not? No. I wouldn't explain nothing. That's some sucker shit. If you going explaining something to some nigga because of whatever else, that's goofy. That's goofy.
And that's why she left him.
Either I can have my chick come on here because I'm messing with the chick, or I can't. But to put it on blast, you thought that was some player shit? Because that was some sucker shit too.
Come on in.
Playing, it's always a treat when players leave.
Reese, you are in pitch black.
Trying to look up an avatar.
What am I saying? See, I don't have no dog in that fight, Anton or Corey, so I could talk about both of them evenly. But you only hear the side that's going against your guy. And I understand people mess with who they mess with.
I'm talking about this hypocritical ass sector that we're in.
TBE. I don't know how long you've been around here, but I really don't try to talk about people's kids, they parents, they dead people, none of that stuff, unless they come at me and just won't get up off of it.
That's what everybody says until they go to war.
But it's a proof. But all this shit ain't no fucking war. It's a bunch of motherfuckers
They're-
sitting in their living rooms getting sores on their ass trying to make some money. So I don't know what the fuck war people be talking about. That wasn't no damn war. That was a publicity stunt from both people, from
I
Anton
know
and
it
Corey.
was. I know it was, but don't get personal when somebody calls out with your wife.
All that shit was an opportunity to feed the YouTube streets.
Hey, don't marry her if you're not proud of her. That's all I gotta say. Don't marry her if you're not proud of her.
What if she was the best thing in his life? The best thing that happened to him in life?
Hey, then stop filing lawsuits because somebody telling the truth. Stop filing lawsuits, then.
I say utilize all your weapons if you in a so-called war.
Nah, it showed him to be a sucker. That's what it showed. It showed he's standing on shit.
Wait. Elaborate on that. Be specific.
You want to come there on his platform, start shit, and then go all night talking shit, all week talking shit.
Why did he get to his platform? Why did he get to his platform?
He invited him on there.
Yeah, to talk about because he sent a $500 super chat.
Nah, he invited him on there.
That's what Corey said. That's what Corey said out of his own mouth. He had heard little rumblings about who Anton was, and Anton came over there and gave him a $500 super chat. And for the $500 super chat, he got the invite. So if I can buy my way in with the $500, I got this bitch with me. Why you gonna put me on blast? What was play about that? Because it wasn't until you got upset with me in the beginning of that podcast. You talk about I'm a genius when it comes to this social media stuff. By the end of the podcast, when you didn't agree with his conservative values or whatever the hell he was talking about, now all of a sudden he's a bust and all this other stuff. He ain't from the streets. I never heard. Well, I don't know. I don't listen to Anton like that. I never have.
No, Anton never said he was from the streets.
I thought that Corey said Robert Taylor Holmes, Chicago, and I thought that Anton said Detroit.
No, growing up in the projects and hanging in the streets are two different things. You can grow up in a bad neighborhood. That doesn't mean you were in the streets.
That's a fact. Can you say that for a second time for these goofy motherfuckers in the back?
90% of the people in the hood weren't in the streets.
Exactly.
So you can end up, the streets can make you...
Stop. 90% of these panelists that talk all this street shit were not in the streets like that. 99% of them.
Let's see if this person is sober this early in the morning.
Come on in.
Playing, it's always a treat when players leave.
Good morning, 12th man. Would you like to contribute to the conversation about drug dealers, pimps, and street culture?
Well, I used to live like that, you know? down in Memphis. Man, I was all about that. And we all got along. We weren't shooting each other up and all that shit.
So it's
we were all getting along and just having a good old time.
Hey, Reese. Can you hear me?
He got to be able to. So now you don't have an avatar and his mic ain't working.
I'm working on this camera shit. Hold up.
You got
You could answer TBE when he asks you, can you hear him?
How you been doing, Natalie?
Oh, wait. Yes, sir. I'm cool, 12th man. Hope you're doing well as well. Okay, we see you now in a blue light.
All right, cool. I'm good to go.
Your face is a little too close to that seven-headed dragons, whatever that is. It's like it's about to sit on your forehead.
It's funny as shit.
I don't know if that's his tail or what it is, but shout out to the shout outs.
What did you say? It's about to sit on his forehead?
Hey, other than the Black Mafia family in Philly, who were the other big crews in Philly besides them?
There was several. Me and my family, we ain't had no name. We ain't had no. That name shit is corny. That's for suckers, yo. We ain't do that, dog.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Well, you know, when you make those names, that's when the government get in there. Okay, now we can associate it with something. We can blow this name up. We can make it seem like it's bigger than what it is. And even though at the end of the day, as we just heard in that documentary, they may have arrested 12 people, they'll say we ended the such and such, blah, 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 blah. No, they just took 12 people.
Hey, yo,
What
look,
about the other 88 from the group?
You'll hear niggas talk about the JBM and AR-AB and all them niggas like they stars, street stars or whatever, but these are some of the dumbest niggas that ever walked Earth's soil, though, if you think about it. It's almost
they had a Mediterranean, all right? For a minute when Benny Siegel and them went over there with Jay-Z, they was calling what was they calling Benny Siegel? Something bully.
Broad Street
Bully. He was intimidating folks when he's fat
Fat Siegel, yeah.
When he was Fat Siegel, he was a danger, a threat. When he became Siegel with the kidney problem, all of a sudden, now we punching on the man and doing all this extra stuff. At what age is a nigga safe to not have to be involved in the fuckery? It ain't no age, huh?
Nah, hell no.
When he's not around it, he got to remove himself from around it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be in the middle of it, you're gonna suffer the consequences.
When you live around bullshit, it's gonna get you sooner or later.
Oh hell
yeah. True that.
I stay in the crib. I live in Camden, so I stay in the crib. That's why I don't get into no shit.
I don't know. I would say that I'm still in Oakland. I've been here the whole time. I only left for little short spurts. I went and lived in Oregon for about a year. I went and lived in Arizona for about a year. So I've been here for the majority of the time, and I'm right adjacent to all of the effery. I think if you living your life and doing whatever you're doing, you can avoid a lot of that, whatever it is. But you gotta be conscious of the conversation that you have and that people casually try to have with you.
Listen, if you have a household in the hood, a man, a woman, and some children,
yeah,
some fuckery is coming to your family from some niggas.
Wait. I lived on the same block from 94 until 2021.
Yeah, and
you got lucky then, brother.
And you told us all about all this time you've been shot, stabbed, jumped.
That was before I got married. That was before I got married. That's when I was a teenager actively in the street doing dumb shit. So that goes along with it.
None of your kids, none of them got no fights and none of that shit.
Well, fighting is regular. I know you. When we just got through, wait. Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. And you should. I don't give a damn who you is, where you is. If you a single mom or a single dad, you should have your kids in boxing, jiu-jitsu, Krav Maga, and you should take them to the range because they gonna run into something at some point.
Say it.
Man, why would you want to raise your kids in the hood, man? That doesn't make any sense.
What's the hood?
If you grew up in a bad neighborhood, why would you want to raise your kids around those same group of niggas?
But see, that's the thing. Those group of niggas is on, and you know this too. They're on certain parts of the block, and they loud and they obvious. There ain't no way you don't know them niggas right there. It's 90 degrees outside. Got on bubble black jackets, black to the ground, hoodies. It looked like they ain't combed their hair and who knows how long, musty. What is the confusion when you see that group of people that's there every single day?
When I moved to the suburbs, I no longer saw those people, so I'm not worried. I no longer saw those people.
That's only one group you got worried about, yo. There's a millions of niggas out here that ain't thugs, ain't no street corners. They got massive problems and think they tough and do bullshit too, dog. Millions of them.
So that's what I'm saying. So when I run into that type of whatever, I think then people are a little bit more understanding than people try to give them credit for on here.
Oh Lord, sensitive thug. So you live around sensitive thugs?
Well, not a sensitive thug. Somebody understand their combatants, and they try to have a little bit of reason.
I live around people who got sense in a middle class neighborhood. That's where I live at.
Brother Noomsy,
Nice.
To be honest with you, and I think about these documentaries and all these, like what I call the war in Cali, this thing we just got through watching, Trap Lord Ross, there are no more street secrets.
Hell no.
They did it elaborately. It's too many OGs, old cats on here talking about it was such and such this and such that. The origin stories, who did what, who shot who at who party and all. What's left to say? What's the new thing that could possibly be done?
There is nothing.
Exactly.
I don't even know what people on these streets for nowadays.
Exactly.
They're just out there to be out there. Like it's dumb.
There ain't no coke money on the streets, dog.
Hell
in
no.
the 90s, it was niggas riding around in Beamers and Benzes 15, 14 years old. That shit been gone.
I think the king, but yeah, it's been over with.
It's been over. I don't know what these rappers talking about.
Like there's no more good.
They talking about the past. They talking about the past.
They talking
There's
about
no more good crack or cocaine on the streets or nothing.
They're beefing.
So I
They're
don't know
beefing
what
and shooting
they're
at each
doing.
other for no reason. They're beefing and shooting at each other for no reason.
They don't even
Oh yeah.
understand it.
Clout.
They don't understand.
It's clout. It's clout.
Yeah.
Clout. What the fuck is clout? What does that mean?
I can't eat clout. Like people
And
be
that's
on there
why
talking
they-
about, now that you got to get popular and da 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 da. I say, if I can't get it this way, I probably ain't gonna get it because I'm not finna do all that stuff everybody else is willing to do. I'm not, okay, I used to hang around this group of people, so I'm finna go at war with them because that's finna give me some clout. No, I'm not. Like that thing that happened the other day. That shit don't got nothing to do with me. I don't even know partner. Then the people came here explaining to me who it actually had something to do with. Oh, okay, so this is an indirect shot because the dude don't like y'all. Got it now. Okay. Because I don't be getting it.
That's some bullshit, Nidus. Like, why would anybody do that?
Well, that's the way the things happen on here.
That's how
That's
YouTube
the way
works.
things happen on here, yeah. So you do have the bag chasers, and the bag chasers gonna definitely rep for Anton, and you do have the 5150ers like TBE came up here hot, thinking I guess he think I'm a bag chaser. I could not call my, do you hear that name? There ain't no way that night is finna be calling himself no bag chaser. That's crazy.
Ball chaser. That's ball chaser.
Y'all crazy.
Yo, Corey Holcomb went hard as shit on
Stanley, as much time as I be trying to ignore you and you just keep coming through the hate. Is 12th Man a part of my crew? No, you are, Flunky. You my little
I
homie.
do get along with Stanley. I get along with you too. Is that okay?
You get along with that.
You have to
vibe.
ask Stanley. He's the one hating.
My man is far. He is fucked up. He high as shit.
That nigga moving in slow motion this morning.
I wish I felt that good right now. Boy. God damn.
Hey,
I'm jealous.
hey, if somebody
I'm
want to make my
smoking
weekend
weed.
be as if somebody want to make my weekend as good as 12th Man, hit that damn Cash App and shit.
Hell yeah.
Ronnie say, ain't I untouchable? Let me say this to you, Ronnie.
Untouchable.
Ronnie, I don't do good in groups, not even in real life. I'm not a group kind of guy. I don't know how to do flunky well. I don't do flunky good. So that's what's wrong with me in real life, and that's what's wrong with me in these YouTube streets. At some point or another, you're gonna see somebody snap on me and say, Nidus, you're doing this, and Nidus, you're doing that. No, most likely I've been sipping when I get on your panel, and I'm minding my business, and after me being up there for 5 minutes and 6 of the people on the panel is going, is Nidus sleep? Is Nidus sleep? When I'm looking directly at the damn camera? Same shit everywhere I go. Oh, we finna fuck with it because we want to see him snap. They really like me to be yelling and going off and crashing out.
Yeah.
They not.
I've
That's why
never seen you crash out.
right, because it's not a real thing. But look, that's what Stanley whole thing is. He come over and go, "Oh, you're dumb. You're drunk. All that stuff is just to try to trigger somebody. No, sir, that stuff don't mean nature to me. What's going on, Moxie? That don't mean nothing to me. But at some point, I'm gonna get back, and I be telling people, don't do this. It's not gonna go well. You're not gonna like me. You're gonna be mad. And I've been blocked from a couple channels. They don't like me very well.
All right, let me ask this question.
People, Big Dog, a lot of people don't like me either. That is, that's the way it goes.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? What could be the problem?
I got a lot of fucking problems. You know?
Got me a couple of dollars. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Thank you to Reese from Philly for the Cash App. I appreciate you. What's going on, Cellulite? Go ahead, 12 man. You were saying something.
Tell you, Nidus, I got a lot of problems if you want to hear them.
Oh no, never.
Okay.
Let's be mature up here. Let's be adults.
That's what I thought.
No, we all going through it, buddy.
My birthday's in a couple of days. And
is that still in the Leo? Is that still in the Leo group?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shout out to the Leos.
Leo.
You were saying something, TB?
How did you end up beefing with Smitty and Izzy's beefing with Smitty? I thought Smitty was cool. He didn't come off as that type of person to me.
You talking about Ratface? I'm not beefing with Ratface. That's my partner.
No, he's running around beefing with people for some reason. I've never seen him act like that.
He's a terrorist.
He always seemed cool to me.
Nah, he hits the panel just to disagree with you, even if you're right. You just gotta have some opposition just to start shit for no fucking reason at all.
Yeah. He clout chasing. That's what it is.
Oh, he trying to get his nut.
Thank you for the money. Cheese, Betty, the dough. Buddha, scratch, Skrilla, paper.
Shout out to brother Noompsy for the $2. The golden child. Yeah, I think some people, that's their content strategy. I was saying that the other day. I said, let me use somebody, I think I'm cool with, and I use Sharon. Sharon thumbnails used to be Tommy Sotomayor, Mr. Fantastic, Fatty, and Ali with clown outfits on. He was calling them Rim Bros. Angry Man. Right. So that was his content strategy. I'm finna talk about all these Rim Bros. Red Pill and self-managed fear. I want, and then I want the kings of them. I'm gonna talk about y'all daddies. He said Angry Man is somebody daddy, Tommy Sotomayor is somebody daddy, Fatty is somebody daddy. He went into a whole tirade. Why? It's gonna get numbers, and the women love to see you go after Angry Man, go after Mr. Fantastic. It's the thing.
See, he's a terrorist too, dog. Terrorist.
Yeah, but you see, Fatty still work with him.
He does?
Sharon be on what they call him super panel.
Oh yeah,
I thought that's all he does.
This is about money, dog.
So even though they supposed to got some smoke, Sharon be on them panels with Tommy Sotomayor, with Fatty, with Ali, all the people you be talking crazy about.
Listen, I got the answers, dog. Look, anybody using the word integrity or morals, anyone in the entire
Thank you. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again for the people in the back.
Anyone in the space using the words integrity or morals, fuck you, your babies, and your mother and father too. Liar.
I let me drive Reese for a minute because he don't understand the rules around here. You do not talk about women and children, sir. And it's not an integrity thing. I'm going to inherit the smoke for you saying that shit. So the words is being used by Reese from Philly is directly from Reese from Philly. The nice layer does not support the fuckery. What's going on, American tradesman?
But he's telling the truth though about the space. He's telling the truth.
But
it's
why is it not
fake ass more outrage?
Right. So why not just talk about them?
Because they're so full of it, it takes you there. Like these people, they play in your face. They literally play in your face every day.
But that's a fact, and y'all love it.
What's the difference
It's
between
a fact.
being disingenuous?
Wait a
and
minute.
lying?
1 second. They don't give a fuck if it's disingenuous or lying. Is it entertaining?
Is it pay? It's money. People will do anything for money. They will put their integrity and morals in
I ain't got all that much integrity. I ain't got all that much morals and whatever you talking about. But just I just can't say a lot of bullshit. Why are you
that's why we mess with you.
Wait. Why ain't you messing with such and such and such? Because I don't want to argue with this goofy motherfucker. I already made a song about him. I already made people laugh at him. Now they call him the name that I call. Now they don't even call John Galt no more. They just call him Slumlord.
Slumlord. That's the Slumlord, though.
He is.
He has his tactics too. Make black people mad.
Nope. His tactics is the same tactics. Nightish is like JP. You know, I be listening to the shit he put together, and I be like, nigga, you describing yourself. I've been cooked him a long time ago. Nightish be on there drinking. I'm like, nigga, you are actively chain smoking weed, drinking back-to-back beers and tequila on camera.
It's true.
And these are your houses you showing with the piss buckets and the bottles and the plumbing is cut off. And as much as you talking about them people, you just describing yourself. Most of the time, that's what people are doing. They're projecting.
Wow. Yeah. He's just like the people he's around.
Yes.
He's just like them.
Yeah. Listen, he had a house full of knocks one day. Dude looked like he may, have some kind of disability. The girls was, I don't know if they live in a homeless shelter or whatever else, but the groups that he get Johnny Boy to go get and bring to the house.
What is not? What is that?
That's a doping.
Oh, okay.
What's up, RPT? Oh, no. RP Tipsy Nomad. What the hell is that? RP Nomad. Like all these revolutionary groups on here, what Poppy Blanco call them, these military activists. No. What do you call them? Social media I forget what he called them.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi activists. Wi-Fi activists.
Wi-Fi activists, yeah.
Yo, you know who kills me more than anybody? All these niggas trying to help black people. That's what their channel is for. And raising awareness.
Raising awareness. Oh,
all these Nolan Wells, Carmelo Anthony loving motherfuckers, frauds.
Hey man, they'll come on your channel and tell you ain't black because you ain't talking about it.
Man, they don't care.
Versus creating an ecosystem. Versus listen. Let me answer this because I keep answering this. All the old things work. If you built the Seneca Village before, if you built the Rosewood before, if you built the Black Wall Street before, you could do it again. The reason why it don't work is because Jay Morrison is taking the money and going on vacation and buying cars. And well, that's what I'm saying. All the different people that talk about this, we're going to bring and shout out to Earn Your Leisure. But I looked at JT the Pocket Watcher. He said everybody on Earn Your Leisure is a scammer.
Yo,
they're all scammers.
These niggas talking about Carmelo Anthony and Nolan Wells. There have been niggas that have been killed on their block this year.
Unalive. This is the white man's YouTube. I don't know why y'all be forgetting that.
You forget one, Reese.
We slaves on here too. I heard
Reese.
I heard PhD was over there too. Sharon, y'all ain't never been men. Y'all always been slaves.
Yeah.
Hey, you forgot one. Right after Nolan Wells, they found a black girl hung in Mississippi. They ain't made their show about that yet. That just happened.
I saw one.
It just happened.
It's hard to keep up with them, right?
Nah, man. You get outraged about what you want to get outraged about.
So let me understand this. We should just go back to back trauma.
Hey, either you care or you don't. Don't give me the fake outrage. Either you care or you don't.
No. Caring to me, we be ready to revolt and all this other stuff. You think we there? I think most people, for the most part, are numb.
There's no money in it. That's what it is. There's no money in a black girl hanging from a tree.
It's plenty of money in it. Just pick a side.
If it was, they would have started making shows about it.
So here's the example. Once they understand about the black girl in the tree, you gonna have the conservative side, which is she hung herself probably, and then you gonna have the liberal side, which is the white man did it. Shout out to Yaku.
Can I tell you why they ain't doing stories about this chick hung?
Wait. Your name. Wait. 1 second. Your name is Raspberry Tipsy Nomad. That don't make it no better.
Damn.
Raspberry Tipsy.
Yeah, I said, what does RP Tipsy Nomad mean? He said, then he came back and said, Raspberry Pi Tipsy Nomad. Why does that make it better?
Is he a performer of some kind or something? What is that?
What you mean? Does he do ballet or something?
Does he perform on stage?
That nigga is Leroy from Fame.
Wow.
Let me see.
Wow.
Sound like some flim Natives. That's some flim right there.
Leroy is the sauciest nigga that's ever graced a television screen.
Yeah, that nigga is sauce for real.
He's worse than Michael from Good Times.
So it's always been sassy revolutionaries is the point?
I can't take this shit no more.
SD. It's what you make it.
I told everyone 20 years ago.
RP Tipsy Nomad. I'm not Googling shit. It's not that important. We just cracking jokes. It's early in the morning. And I'm sober. That's a crime. I should be like 12th man. I'm surprised Reese ain't rolling back-to-back joints.
I'm about ready to go out and grab another beer right now, motherfucker.
You ain't nice enough yet.
That's beer that's doing that to you?
That's only beer. It must be malt liquor. Gotta be malt liquor.
Needle.
Now which one of them is malt liquor? Because it's not the king of beers, right? What's the malt liquor?
Yeah, it's malt liquor.
Because the stores I buy from don't sell Old English and Mickey Malt and all that other stuff. So what's the
Steel Reserves? You got some Steel Reserve?
I don't even see Steel Reserves. They don't sell that. You got to go to the corner store to get that.
You remember Crazy Horse Nightish? That's what we got.
Crazy Horse.
Yeah, the store I buy my stuff from, they don't have 211 and Steel Reserve and none of that.
I have
you either drinking Budweiser, Miller Genuine Draft, Coors, there you go. And none of them. I was drinking that the other day. That just tastes like seltzer water.
Beer. Yeah,
I had a 24 12-ounce bottle.
Beer.
I wonder if there's any alcoholic channels.
For sure. Yes, I watched them.
And shit.
I watched them, yeah. They test like box wines out. They test they have places where they have breweries where they making ales and lagers.
No, man.
I'm talking about the same. I'm talking about the same thing. You got some drunks swishing whiskey in their mouth talking about they testing 4 whiskeys in the show. By the end of the show, you can tell they lit. And then box wine shows too. You can tell they lit. Because they back-to-back drinking. They got 8 different box wines telling you they rolling it around and talking about how it rollings down the glass, and then they swishing in their mouth and snip it sideways. Then they just drink the whole thing, and then they go to the next one. Motherfuckers getting lit.
That's insane.
You crazy motherfucker, Nada.
Yo, I'm gonna go back. I'm not even kidding you. When this show is over, I'm gonna go back and find the parts where he talking and speed it up to 1.5 to see what his voice really sound like.
1.5. We about 2.
Speed it up to 2. Yeah. You have to speed up more than that.
2.
All right, my bad, y'all. Y'all want me to drop? I'll drop.
Oh, now you're crying. Oh, wait a minute. I can't believe what just happened. If y'all want me to drop, let me know. I'll drop. I got you. Don't worry about it, 12th man. Here you go.
Do not listen to these ignorant niggas, man. This shit need to stop.
Survive, nigga.
Alright, I got y'all back now.
It is what it is, baby. Oh, I know. Get him with this one. Get him with this one. Since they not supporting the channel, hit him with this one.
I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors.
Yeah, close the doors until they break bread. If you don't put something in this basket, that man came back and defended himself. It was a lot of loud noises outside. That's why I said close them doors.
Did Pendergrass have on a one piece, dog?
He had on some slacks and a tank top. What's going on, Palomino Ricky Z?
Oh.
That's a long name, ain't it? Palomino said 12th man sounds perfectly fine.
Really? Go to a
Hey
parole
man,
hearing like
that's that trailer park etiquette.
Go to the job and come on in.
Plan, it's always a treat when players leave. Judge.
What's going on, LA?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
And bacon and salami to you too, sir.
Reese, what's up with you?
Chilling. I'm from Philly, and we got more Muslims per square mile than any other grid on this planet.
That's what all them beards is for, right?
Bears.
I'm from North Philly too, sir. I know about it.
You know it. You know I'm not lying.
That's a whole fact. And they kill.
It ain't nowhere in America you can see 25, 30 beards in one corner. Nowhere.
Thank you for the money, cheese, fatty the dough. Gouda, scratch, Skrilla, paper.
12th man, off grid AK. Interesting long name also with the $5 ball. Shout out to you two for getting 30%. So I appreciate the $350 that I will get on the 21st. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. He says cheers.
Petty.
Cheers, motherfucker.
And you would think somebody that sounds like this would definitely have like Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, Apple Pay, all of them. Because I know we not. Well,
yeah, I do have Cash App and all that, but I don't know.
Okay. Let's listen to this, y'all. Stop interrupting the man. Go ahead, sir.
You can proceed. Sir.
Is he? Wait. Is he still alive?
Say something. You there, bro? You alive? Oh boy, we got a corpse on.
What's going on, Speak Radio?
This nigga just had
12th man was a good man. You know, 12th man didn't bother nobody. He just drank his beer and wanted to have a voice. And I hope that I gave him a voice. Yeah, we gonna miss him.
I wish I had one to toss up for him. Let me roll one up for him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm out of bottles too.
He's alive. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Celebrate.
Am I going away already?
Is this the ghost of him? Wait. Let's listen to the ghost, y'all.
Maybe it's a three-eyed raven.
That's that tequila. That's that tequila. I know that tequila when I hear it.
You got so much experience with drunkenness. You can tell what a nigga is drunk off of. That's mastery.
Yeah,
you should work for the FBI.
Yeah, that's tomfoolery.
You could solve anything with that kind of skill.
That's a 12th man. What you been sipping on?
Ice baby. Ice baby.
Oh, ice baby. Shout out to that. We got down to the real. So you mess with the ice and then you drink the beer to mellow out. Right. Shout out to the shout outs. Let's hit them with the
That's what I'm gonna do.
Shout out to Speak Radio for the Cash App. He says for the fish sandwich basket fun. Fish sandwich is good, especially if you got some snapper. I'm okay with good old snapper. I'm okay with some good Dover sole. When I go to my regular restaurant, I don't mind having a nice Brenzino.
When the last time you been to a restaurant?
I was at Popeyes recently.
I ain't seen that.
Really?
What you think about that, nigga? Yeah, Popeyes. What you got to say about it? I told him to put my chicken back in the grease for 5 extra minutes because I don't like it slimy.
That's the most stereotypical bullshit I've ever heard.
What? Frying the chicken extra 5 minutes is ghetto? How dare you?
This is what we got to do in the next 100
Popeyes
years.
is delicious. I don't care what you say.
We have to separate ourselves from chicken, man. We have to. I know how good it is. I love that shit, and I'm vegan.
Yeah, the words that's coming out of Reese's mouth are from Reese. The Night Slayer does not support the abandoning of chicken. How dare him?
I could be slaughtered for saying that.
Yeah, that's blasphemy.
I knew you ain't go to a restaurant in about 30 years. Well, since your white pants, so that's why I asked.
No, I've been to a restaurant after that. What you talking about? Been to a bunch of times.
You only leave the house then. Okay, let me say.
No, you mean since I moved here? I was still in the old house when she passed. I was there for 3 years after that.
Yeah.
I used to go to Costco every weekend. Let me see. We used to go to Talk of the Town. We used to go to what's that place right there in Jacqueline? I used to be at Sons of Liberty. I used to be at Trabagos. I used to be because it was me and my son. Remember, my youngest son was still with me. He was 15. Let me see. He was 15 when his mom passed. So yeah, I wasn't cooking every day then because at that time we was because when she passed, our house was completely gutted because I was taking out walls and moving windows, and so we was remodeling. So after she passed, I had to rush that. So we put a new kitchen in, new bathroom in. We stuccoed up the back because my house was stucco. So when you moving windows, you got to put braces in where the old windows used to be for support. So when you put the new window in, it won't collapse on that side where the old window used to be. It was a lot going on, sir. A lot going on.
Yo, how did your wife pass?
Congestive heart failure.
I'm gonna look that up. I don't know what that is.
But I came to find out when I went to go talk to her uncle that's where her mother passed from. That's where her auntie passed from.
Most black people have it. Most black people have it as they get older.
Yo, my son's
Well,
mother,
she was young. She was 46.
My son's mother and his entire family died from breast cancer. All the women from his grandmother on down. All of them. Not even kidding you. 7 of them. I think it's eating habits that run in the family. Not
I didn't stop going to restaurants. Even when because remember before I came here, we had stayed in the Motel 6 for that month while they was getting this, because there was people living in here, even though this place ain't been touched since the 70s.
Wow.
So they was living in squalor. When I came here, I just started gutting stuff, taking out. It was just. Everything needed to be fixed.
Yo, you remember those old cast iron banisters that used to be on the front of a lot of cribs? Black, real skinny, and it twisted up like a Twizzler?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So look, I was working with my uncle one day. We taking stuff out of houses where people passed.
Yeah.
And like cleaning out the house.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a piece of iron, and it's like loose and raggedy, so we pulled it off the front of the crib. Some dude in the truck, I'm not kidding you, old white dude in the truck, slammed on his brake. Yo, what y'all doing with that? We was like, nothing. He's like, he gave us $1,000. The thing wasn't even 5 feet long, dog. He gave us $1,000 for that. Not kidding you. This happened recently, too.
Yeah, I will say this, even though the house was, ain't been repaired in however long, even now as I'm in here, because I came in and put in, all the doors were soft. Do you know what soft doors mean?
Them Jones you can kick through.
Yeah. So I came in and put steel doors on all the exterior X's and bars, right?
Yeah.
And then I put bars on the windows. Then I came in and took all that old like brass looking handles and brass looking fans and all that. I took all of that out and replaced it all with brushed nickel.
Yo, people like John Galt use soft doors. They only cost like $25.
Yeah.
That's those hollow doors.
Yeah. That's what was. So on the outside, those were soft doors, but they was solid, but they had been. You know how people don't replace a little metal thing where you close the door? So right there was just wood. So it was easy. You could just snatch through. They didn't have nothing to give it like no support. Then inside was those actual hollow doors, and they had been punched through and banged on. I don't know what they was doing here before I got in here.
Hey, where the hell are you living?
Yo, the doorknobs throughout my apartment are the same ones that are at the Poppy store on the corner of this block. They got them at the goddamn Poppy store, dog. My landlord used Poppy store doorknobs in this apartment.
Yeah, I can see it. So we got all the fancy wrought iron and the brick walls, and it's a beautiful place if somebody got enough money to put it where it's supposed to be. And if somebody wanted to be fancy, like the old me, I would blow out a bunch of these walls in here and make it even better than what it is. Because it's literally a duplex. It's a house in the front and a house in the back. The house in the front is 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom. The house in the back is a 1 bedroom. So instead of this being a 1 bedroom in the back, I would blow all these walls out. And instead of it being 2 kitchens, let it just be 1 kitchen. I would take that wall out to separate the 2 places. It can be really nice for if you got a family of 4, 5, comfortably.
Yeah, it's Oakland, man. I don't understand why my daughter moved there, but she did. But she's happy there.
It's a lot of beautiful walking distance stuff, though, depending on where you live at. Like I would say that San Leandro, Alameda, Jack London Square, you got all kind of restaurants, and even North Oakland, you got all kind of nice restaurants. I mean, really nice, upscale. So when I was listening to John Galt, and Oakland is tiny. 15 minutes this way, you in Alameda. 15 minutes that way, you in San Leandro. 15 minutes that way, you in Berkeley.
Oh, really?
Yep. And 50 minutes this way, you in Montclair.
Oakland is not a small city like Camden.
Tiny.
Oakland got a team sports teams, a city hall, everything.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's tiny.
Should have moved to the West Coast. You should have moved to.
You let them know.
Anybody understand that?
Instead of moving to the West Coast, you should have moved to. Go ahead.
Seattle or anywhere, man.
Man, you let them know.
Other than the East Coast, man. Like, all that food sucks.
You understand?
They got Mondami grocery stores back there.
Nighty speak this way at night.
For that, I need hey, LA. For that, I need you to hit the Cash App, brother. We're not just going to abuse Nightish because we didn't call him live. What's going on, Deja Time or Deja Timms?
You just admitted that you understand him.
I do understand him.
That's crazy.
He said instead of moving to the West Coast, you could have moved to Seattle or somewhere.
Was that what you said, 12th man?
That's right.
That's what you
live on the West Coast, don't you know?
Yes, I do.
You live on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Like, all the cool people live on the West Coast, including the 49ers, including the LA Rams, including the Super Bowl champions. Seattle
all three of the teams left here though. So first industry left, all the factory jobs, and that was way back in the 90s, mid 90s. And now all the teams are gone. So Raiders. Oakland's issue is about money, getting money in the city. So this is the same conditions that was going on like in the 80s.
Oakland. There ain't no more Oakland United.
That Oakland A's hat is classic. That yellow and green joint.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
That's my favorite.
So now the new team they got is not a real team called the Bees. And it's the same green with a yellow B.
Is that a minor league team?
Yeah.
Combat LA.
No, it's the Oracle Arena. But they don't produce enough money as when you had the Raiders, the A's, and the Warriors. The LA Rams, I don't hear nobody talking about the LA Rams.
What about the Chargers?
You hear nobody talking about the Chargers either. But I'm sure they got fans.
Or the 49ers. How about them? How about the 49ers?
The 49ers are cool, but that's San Francisco. I'm in Oakland.
They're going to lose too against Seahawks. Seahawks are going to roll over y'all for the
Going from Frisco to Oakland is like going through two states, dog.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, it does.
If you in Jack London Square, you can take a damn what they call it, a trolley. Couple minutes and you're over there.
Oh shit!
And Jack London is just downtown, and downtown in what, about 15 minutes away. Depending on where you live at, if you live below High Street, you can get to downtown very quickly. Just jump down there to Embarcadero, ride on the Embarcadero. You right there, get on the trolley, and you'll be in San Francisco in what, 20 minutes?
Is that Oakland or San Francisco where the Asian people are running for office and winning all the time?
I think that's San Francisco. Well, it wasn't. We did have an Asian mayor here though. She got caught up in this big scandal.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking about. The one that got locked up. Did she get locked up?
I don't think she's still locked up though.
Isn't one of those bitches a communist dude? She's a fucking communist.
I don't know if she's a communist, but I don't know people's political beliefs like that.
So the Asians are coming in buying up all those old houses from back in the day, from the drug dealing neighborhoods and all that.
Well, it wasn't them. It was the big corporate people. I don't like saying their names because my channel sensitive. Whenever I say something, it's a ding him, bang him, hit him. Okay, that channel's going. Tell him to shut up and do what we.
But the Asian people own a lot of real estate over there. They own a lot of.
No, the corporations do, and that's why a lot of it is not being utilized. So it'll be like, for example, when the Raiders and all of them left, that Oracle Arena is on what we call the Hagenberger corridor. So what used to be over there was a Walmart, Black Bear, In-N-Out, all that stuff shut down and been vandalized and torn up. It's all boarded up. So corporations came in and bought all that stuff up. They haven't made it into nothing yet. But a lot of those places that used to be like big warehouse and whatever else, they turning them into lofts. Lofts. And charging people an arm and a leg when they ain't got figured out the homeless situation. They haven't figured out this trash situation. They haven't figured out this crime situation. But people is buying them lofts for that expensive ass price because it's on Embarcadero.
Right.
And I'm sure they're gonna do that to Hagenberger corridor eventually also.
I bet they'll keep voting Democrat though. One thing that is.
Yeah, pretty much. This is a blue state. Yeah. Gavin Newsom running all of this and telling you about all these protections and how they're going to help homeless people and all this other stuff. When I was going through my stuff, they said, just call 211 and 211 will give you information. And 211 will give you a number to St. Vincent de Paul and all these other things. And all they're going to do is give you a number that you're going to call where you leave a message, give you a website that ain't working properly. Yeah, you're going to have to really put your feet to the ground to get some so-called help. And then I hear people talking this ish. So what about all the years I was a so-called part of society? I'm being kicked out of society. You mean it ain't no help?
LA, look at downtown LA. I went down there for a delivery, and it's tents, cities of homeless people everywhere, man. It was disgusting. I was like, what the hell is going on down here?
Yep.
That was my first view of LA, was the homeless people.
They're pissing all over the place and shitting all over the place and everything, ain't they?
But you're supposed to have
Crazy,
street
man.
sweepers and all that other stuff dealing with that. And they're supposed to come through with the trash and bring all that other stuff. But they don't even got no place to take it because at the end of the day, what are they doing with the trash?
Well, the place I saw it in about Spring Water, because that's where I was delivering, they have 2 big ass dumpsters. So the homeless people always walk over to the dumpster and throw everything they got in the dumpsters. But other than that, it's still dirty and nasty. They're opening, using drugs right there on the street, drinking, hanging out. Like it was normal for the people who lived there, but for me, it was like a culture shock when I saw it.
Yeah. That's kind of what's happening. And since they, like I said, turned so many of these little used to be office buildings and all the other stuff into lofts, we have what you call sprawl. So in the morning, if you got to take your kids to school, it's going to be a creep because it's more people in buildings than it is like parking for that and what else. So now they taking a lot of them places and turn them into like 3-story parking garages because you got to have that for the damn lofts that you built. Because where else they going to park? They can't park on the street unless they're going to get bipped.
Do you think they're pricing out the poor to get them out of the city?
Oh, yeah. Listen, they told us a long time ago there will be no middle class. There will be the rich and the poor, and they literally doing that.
I heard nowadays that they were homeless people renting out like these buildings. They were just renting out these.
They call them ADUs, and they getting a bunch of RVs and just any little thing.
But they're making that illegal now. Just to park RVs all over the place.
Yeah. So what people are doing is like, maybe 5 months I could have did this, but I would have to physically move out of here. People are taking like their houses, they're gutting them and they converting them into like low housing. So if you don't mind sharing a room, they take a house like this and they have about 8 beds in here, 12 beds up in here.
Yeah, it's rooming house. That's what John got. Those are called rooming houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, where a 6-bedroom house and they rent out each room separately, and that's how he makes all his money.
Yeah.
What about
so they would charge you a G to have a roommate.
Right. Yeah, everybody shares a bathroom and everybody shares the kitchen.
Yes. So that's your common areas. So
and that's why we call them a slumlord.
So if you got a living room and 2 bedrooms, you put a door on that living room. That's a bedroom. You put 2 beds in the living room. You put 2 beds in each one of the rooms, and now you should be getting $6,000 a month. You're gonna charge them a G a piece.
Yep.
So and a lot of people jump on that.
They do. It's been a way of life on the East Coast. Like that's been going on over here.
Yeah, that's a big thing in Philly. You can rent
out any city, any town. You can.
I've seen them down in Texas. They were renting out these storage units. Like
people living in storage units. Yeah.
So now I was doing that a few. Oh yeah. But see, you're not supposed to be able to sleep in them.
But they do. They do.
Bullshit,
oh yeah, I know. They have something out here called what's
they
that
have
place
beds
called?
in them and everything.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be able to sleep in them though. But they got I think it's public storage. Public storage. Have you seen a public storage?
Yeah, on the East Coast, they're everywhere.
It's like miles of garages. And then on the outside, they got places where you can
and they
park your RV.
Mm-hmm.
So they go RVs is on the outside of the gate. You got to use a security code to get into the gate. Now they say you're not supposed to sleep in them, but I've been by there many times in the daytime where somebody got a cot or a one of them the chairs you have on the beach, and they sleep in the daytime. With the garage door.
It's a young black dude got a YouTube channel, and he sleeps in one every night.
Well, it's insulated. It's warm. Especially the kind where you got to go inside to get into them. The one I was renting is with the exterior thing, but they're insulated.
But
You just don't have a bathroom.
They smoke crack in there, 90. That's what they do.
He said they smoke crack in
Yeah.
That's the pot calling the kettle.
Hey, listen, you gotta stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. I'm gonna have to drop LA for 5 seconds because this man is the CEO of a company and he don't want to send a brother $5. I gotta drop my friend, y'all. We're gonna let him rest in his pronouns for 5 minutes till he send that $5.
Yo.
I believe JP done said he done slept a little bit of everything. He don't got no real, you know. When I saw that man splitting 2-ply toilet paper, that was it for me. I ain't never seen nothing like that. He had a whole episode about that. You can just split it, and now you got 2 rolls. Yeah, but how's your fingers not gonna just run through that?
I never understood the JP thing. I never got it. I never understood it, man.
Did JP really do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't be putting smut on his name. I'm talking about stuff we've actually seen him do. Like
everybody's seen him do a whole lot of things.
Like this thing he used to do these what I call toilet streams. You can see he's on the toilet, he's working through some shit and, you know, struggling. And he's still talking, the camera's still on. See, I'm not interested in just being on camera and, you know, saying extreme things.
I remember when JP got out of jail, he live streamed that. He live streamed when he got out of jail.
He live streams all kind of stuff that shouldn't be streamed.
It's like, why would you live stream getting out of jail?
Why would you live stream taking a dump? Get up from the dump without washing your hands. Go outside, smoke a cigarette, come back in, and then just start eating chips. You never washed your hands. And you went straight from the toilet to cigarette smoking, and then right from that, I watched him cook some bloody chicken.
Bloody chicken.
He didn't cook it all the way through.
You remember all his food cart episodes? The hot dog cart episodes?
Oh my goodness.
Them dirty dogs, I call them dirty dogs.
Y'all never bought a Cyber Glizzy?
Cyber Glizzy.
That's true though,
No, did you ever buy a Cyber Glizzy? So if you spend money online for a Glizzy, he'll give the food away. You can contribute to that non-hand washing, no glove wearing at the club at night.
I've never gotten a hot dog from a hot dog cart before. I've never got one.
I never got a hot dog from a Roach Coach, but one of my favorite sandwiches called a torta, and it's on High Street, and it's on a food truck.
Right. Now, I go to some food trucks. I've never been to those cart guys that be on the corner in the cities.
Oh. You talking about like the Mexicans that sell the tamales when they walking around with an actual big old pot?
Them, the black dudes sell the hot dogs. Like, for some reason, growing up, I never stopped to those. I never did it. I don't know why. There was just something about it I didn't like. I don't know what it was. I just didn't like it.
Well, I don't think people got that kind of whatever no more because it is a Mexican dude running around there with a little, what looks like an ice cream thing that you can, but he's selling you. Do you know what elote is?
Elote? No, what is that made of?
That's corn with mayonnaise and tagine and all kind of stuff on it. Looks like it's completely decorated up corn. They buying that corn out of that cart.
It gotta be, but the Mexicans, I gotta keep it simple. Give me a shrimp taco, chicken taco. That's it. Now I don't want no crazy alamati, tamale, wherever the hell he's called. I don't want none of this. I don't want none of that mystery meat stuff. I don't want none of somebody's making up and putting shit in it. I don't eat none of that.
I have been lit one. I think I had a brain taco.
A what?
Brain taco.
Knock yourself out with this stuff.
Yeah, I had it that one time. I never had it again. It tastes like eggs that it went bad.
Yeah. I was down in Texas and they was cooking up all this meat in this one big pot. So I was like, I want a taco. I said, what type of meat is that? She's like, it's just meat. I said, all meat is not meat. I said, what type of meat is that? She said, oh, it's meat. I was like, never mind. I don't want none of this shit.
Well, yeah.
Nah, I don't want
When you hear people from the South say they eat pig from the rooter to the tutor, that would be like head cheese, because you get a little eye, a little cheek, a little lip.
No, I don't play that. I don't fool with them like that.
Whatever.
So another thing they used to make is something called tripe. They got tongue burritos. They eat everything.
Yeah, they eat everything.
They're not finna waste nothing. And that's that poor thing. So we used to watch, I forget that dude name that used to eat all the weird food, deleted itself.
You never had no good tamales, I guess.
Tamales is a little overrated because there's a little too much of that meal on the outside. It ain't enough meat in it.
Right.
Well,
if you're gonna have a tamale, you want somebody to know how to make it where it's a little bit more meat going on.
None of you guys ever been in the Southwest with that little old lady walking down the street with a cooler full of hot tamales?
Yeah. Where I'm at, you can see that lady inside the Home Depot walking around with a big old pot.
Not as you felt sorry for her, so you gave her.
Why would you feel sorry for her? Why would you feel sorry for her?
You gave her $5 for tamales, even though you didn't.
I'm gonna give somebody some money for something I want to see how it tastes, not because I feel sorry for them. I believe those people have more of an entrepreneurial spirit than most people. I know women.
So
they got a corner. They got a corner they stay on, and they got their oranges in the box, or they got their strawberries in the box. And I'm not buying it because I feel sorry for them. I'm buying them because I want some cheap oranges.
Yeah, down in Florida they do fruit drinks where they got all the fruits.
Yeah. And I used to buy the little cups. I used to buy the little cups with the watermelon and everything up in it. They have cut up and with the tagine on it.
Yeah, they do that down here. They do that down here in Florida. They got all the corners where you see the Mexican girls be out there. They got the fruit in the cups, put them in the cooler. They might put Kool-Aid in it. I don't know what it is, but I can't drink that mess. But they sell that mess down here a lot.
Yeah. Like one of my favorite restaurants is called La Pinca Azul. You can, I'll drink some drinks out of there. They have something called, have you ever heard of something called a flight?
I always thought their tamales were the best.
He's still finishing up his tamales.
He's still stuck on tamales.
No, he's finishing up, man. He's times 2 behind. Mine is 2 behind on this. He's all right.
Yeah. So I was asking, does anybody know what a flight is? Because that's what I get out of La Pinca Azul.
No, what's that?
It's a tower with shots on it. It's reposado. It's gold tequila. It's blanco tequila. It's something that looks like a Bloody Mary shot. It's like 4 shots on a tower.
Tell you the truth, man. Since I've been driving trucks, I really don't drink anymore like that. I don't drink it.
It makes perfectly good sense.
Because I never know when I'm gonna have a surprise piss test, or it ain't worth losing my license over. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I wasn't a big anyway. So it doesn't matter to me. But they started talking about alcohol. I gotta step out because I don't really drink anymore. So
good morning, Jones and for more. I used to like horchata from this place we had here called Hometown Buffet, which people hate now because of the spit glass that's over everything and there's too much open whatever. Ever since the vid, nobody really messed that anymore. And then the other place I used to eat there was something like that was Whole Foods. Whole Foods has an open food thing with the same kind of things, where they got the vegan mac and cheese and regular mac and cheese. It's just a whole bunch of food. I used to go to Whole Foods too if I wasn't going to a restaurant. Or I go to Trader Joe's and get them
over here
like meal
Publix.
preps. Publix? Yeah. And the other place that I hear about now is
over here that would be Publix.
Yeah. The other place I hear about is I think it's called Buc-ee's. Yeah.
Buc-ee's.
I thought horchata is like rice milk or something. I forget what horchata is, but it's kind of like almost tastes kind of like
rice milk.
It kind of tastes like what's that? It tastes like eggnog, but just not as thick. It's thin.
Well, we're not allowed to go to Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's don't allow trucks up in their parking lot, so they're anti tractor trailer. Yeah, I didn't know that until I pulled up in there bobtailing without the trailer. I just had the truck. The guy was like, "We can't serve you. You got to leave." I was like, "Damn, y'all don't mess with us like that." I was like, "All right."
Hey, you know what? I just got through recently. Do y'all know who Damian Darling is?
Yeah.
He's a guy that say you got $1. He goes up in Walmarts and stuff and buy people's groceries. He's a comedian.
No.
Walmart just banned him. He's banned from Walmart. He's banned from Sam's Club for buying people's groceries.
As he should.
Damon Darling.
That don't make any sense.
It don't have to.
Wow.
They can't really ban Damon.
Oh, he's banned. Almost every time I saw him doing that, it was somebody coming up to harass him. He's like, "I'm just buying them groceries." And I mean, he buying bags of groceries.
I remember Tyler Perry used to do the. Remember Tyler Perry used to pay off everybody's layaway at Walmart.
He's a multi-millionaire. He's an oil. He owns all kinds of oil fields in Texas.
I think what he was doing was funny and it was helping people. I think about him, then I think about these pranker dudes that go up inside of these places and stick poles up women's behind, act like they didn't know what was going on, or throw stuff on top of people and all of them. Ban them. These pranks is getting too out of control.
They can't ban Damon Darling.
Sorry,
no way.
Already done.
So other than the drug dealer stories and Corey Holcomb, what else was on the menu for the day?
More of Corey talking about, these useless bitches.
Back to the basics.
Hey man,
back to the basics.
You gotta get what you go with the women you qualify for. That's what he qualifies for. That's what he's just dealing with.
Listening on here, it's like no man is living up to what a man is supposed to be. I laugh at all that shit though.
Yeah.
I think all that shit is hilarious.
Men deal with what's out there also.
It ain't no damn way I'm finna take somebody out on a date. They're gonna order 7 plates of food and be talking shit while they eat my food. I slam all that shit to the ground.
Yeah, but you can get away with that with certain men. There's certain men that will let you get away with it.
Yeah, they the problem.
You know what I mean? And there's men you rather call the cops because there's gonna be an issue up in that restaurant. There's 2 different types of men. She know what man to do that to and what man not to do it to.
Yeah, that's unfortunate that, our brothers don't look out for the lames and the suckers. We need the lames and the suckers and the tricks.
Oh, man.
People too busy,
It's always gonna
talking
be-
bad about the lames and the suckers and the tricks. How you gonna
Most of
hold
the
the lame and
athletes
sucker
and,
and the trick accountable? Yeah, that's what we're looking at right now when we're looking at Adrian Broner and these screaming dudes are tricking like it's going out of style, and these athletes, it's embarrassing.
That's what women are used to. They're used to.
When I look at Azar and Paul Pierce, that just looks disgusting to me.
What's disgusting about her?
Well, he basically tricking on a chick that's saying that, most men ain't good enough.
Are you talking about the woman he does a show with?
Yeah, Azar.
Yeah, she's just there for opposite opinion. That's all she's there for.
But
she know
he
who
be
she's
tr-
dealing with.
But
She
he
know-
be tricking on her.
Well, we all know what's going on when the cameras are not there. She wouldn't be there if he wasn't spending money on her. She wouldn't be there.
So that's the thing that's crazy. So he's tricking on her. And then it's a clip I saw the other day where he's just drunk. And he talking to another athlete about he know where to buy some hoes at. And dude was like trying to nudge him and tell him, dude, you drunk. Shut up.
Right,
The mics
right.
are live.
Let the secrets out. He letting the secrets out.
Yeah, you letting the secrets out about how we lame and we playing these IG models and random chicks.
And that's why I laugh.
All the little secrets is coming out. So Adrian Broner is pretty much crashing out on that show he's on. So the powers that be, the companies say, shut his stream down for 7 hours. He didn't even know because he was lit.
Yeah,
he woke up the next day, and then he tried to look at his numbers versus Dean numbers because he think that he's a 4-time professional and everybody's there watching him. Dean get like 1 million views. Adrian get 1,800.
Yeah, that's because he's not crashing out. When Adrian's out on the town, going to the club.
No. Even that was all Dean. He don't talk to the chat.
Well, we already know you don't engage with the chat.
He be on the phone talking to old baby mamas, other dudes that let him borrow money when he was messed up. His whole time is giving these dudes that gave him $1,000 a year.
You get 1,000. You get 1,000.
Yeah.
That's what they be teasing him about.
Yeah. So what's happening right now, he made a promise to the chat, I'm going to start working out. The whole 45 days was supposed to be you working out. He watched him work out while he eats popsicles and Popeyes.
Well, he's been vegan for 3 days now. He's been vegan.
No, because yesterday he ate some damn chicken off that thing that Mexican dude came in there and made. Then after he tasted that, later on the stream, they had the camera on and he didn't know. They gave him a big old box of Popeyes.
Oh, no. He only made it 3 days being vegan.
I don't think he made it them 3 days. I think he ate some vegan stuff in front of you to make it seem like he was doing it. And you can tell by when he wake up in the morning, he not back there asleep. He back there drinking. How you slurring in the morning if you ain't had no alcohol? No, he not doing none of the stuff you done told people, which is going against the contract.
This is my point, though. If everybody's like Adrian's paying too much, he giving girls $1,000. How are we gonna be mad at Corey for only giving women $300?
I'm not mad at either one of them. Do with your money what you want to do with it. I'm just not doing
No, I'm saying the women find the insult that he finds women for $300. Everybody's got a price.
Listen, people need $300 is a lot of money if you think about it.
$300, pay a bill.
$300 can get you a good amount of food for the month.
Right. That's how he finds women that'll take that $300.
Yeah, it's a bunch of them. What are we saying?
I'm just saying, Adrian's driving up the price. $1,000 is too much. You don't need to give them no $1,000.
Well, that right there is just tricking at its finest. It ain't no reason to give them no money. The issue is that the new thing I think is them women coming there to set these cats up.
Man, I'm trying to tell you that I've been saying that he's had nothing but lawsuits. Because when he drinks, he starts grabbing, touching.
When
you
he's
notice
so-
when he was
when he's-
sober, he's sober, he don't do none of that.
When he's sober, he does it also.
Nah, I ain't seen him do it sober.
Oh yeah, he been doing it sober.
No, I
He just did, just did it. He just did it this morning. He just did it a couple hours ago.
What do you do? I ain't see that.
He might. Well, no, nah, he ain't sober. Why am I saying he's sober? Because he ain't never been.
No,
sober.
he ain't never
but
been.
Yeah, he just did it a couple hours ago. A bunch of girls was up there doing something, and then he said, "Fuck it, is he gonna suck it or not?"
Wow. And that's why he always gets turned down. And he hates the fact he gets turned down. That's why he's always offering money.
But he got to figure out to. I understand drinking, cool, but a little bit of moderate. You got to get so drunk that you got to.
Yeah.
And then he don't just like drink. He's touch the floor and let's drink this whole glass of. No, you doing too much.
Yeah, one gulp. Like, why do you need a drink like that? Just sip on it.
Sip on it. Yeah.
Why are
And
you
then
drinking it in one gulp? Like,
then
that's
then he
crazy.
be trying to get somebody to do it with him. And that's another. I don't know if you noticed. Oh, what's going on, Auntie? I don't know if you noticed, but that's a crime also. You're not asking these girls to drink. You saying you got to drink with me. You got to drink with me, and you got to drink it like I'm drinking. You're trying to intoxicate them, and it's on camera.
The
You already
drunkest
got
I
in
ever
charge.
seen him is when they went to New York. That is the drunkest I've ever seen him before.
He be
Like,
faded.
he woke up drunk. Like, he's gone, bro.
Well, he said he wakes up drunk and to make himself feel better, he goes and throws up. Then he starts drinking again.
That was crazy.
Now that's you committed.
Yeah. Remember they went to the Streamer U thing and he asked the boy for his T-shirt and he threw up in the boy's T-shirt and then threw it on.
I watched it a little bit, but I didn't see the streamer thing. I saw the clips. I saw when they got at Yana though. Yana's 19.
Yeah. Yeah, but I felt sorry for her at first, but now I've been watching her and watching her clips. Yeah, she on some bullshit. Yeah, she on some bullshit.
Yeah.
She a
when her
grown ass
numbers
woman.
when her numbers get to going low, all of a sudden she throwing ass. I'm like,
Exactly.
Then the dudes in there talking about some dating stuff, and she said, "Y'all need to shut up. Y'all should be. You know what? What color is everybody's nipples?" And the dudes looked at each other like, "What?"
Yeah, I thought she was a victim, huh?
Yeah. And then she started talking. Maybe I should know this stuff at 56. She was saying something about to this young dude. I really like, somebody buying me some stuff, and then she just stare at him. You dudes is horrible. The only person I seen with a little bit of decorum on there is Duke Dennis.
Duke Dennis, yeah. Duke be chilling. He got a family though. Duke be chilling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got a whole family. He be chilling. You're talking that's DDG's brother, right?
No, that's Dub.
No, that's a Dub fan. I'm thinking about him. Yeah, I don't know who Duke Dennis is.
Duke Dennis is a part of Kai Cenat and them stuff. It's Phantom, Duke Dennis. I don't remember.
Are you talking about the young boy?
No, Duke got to be in his 30s.
I don't know who he is. And they sound familiar too.
See, all of them been around for a minute. DDG and all of them, they've been around. They started the streaming stuff when they was kids.
Yeah.
So they've been around for some time, and they hate DDG. It's a trip. But even the interaction with DDG and India Love and all the different
he the first dude I ever seen that dissed her, bro, and she does not like it. That made her want him even more after he dissed her, because nobody's ever told her no before. She gets whatever she wants, except from DDG, because he can have any girl he wants. He don't want a girl that's been passed around the industry. He don't want that.
Then why did he buy that Birkin bag for?
He's using her for content, man. He's using her. He making her think that she's important. And then all of a sudden, when she gets serious, he cuts her off. He cuts her right off.
Oh, well, you have a whole bunch of chicks around him.
Oh, yeah. And she be pissed, too. She be ain't nothing she can do about it. She's a bird. She's a bird.
Right, but it's a trip because during the Streamer You thing, she was sniffing on Duke Dennis and doing all this other stuff, and he was pretty much ignoring her. He ain't never bought her nothing. And then in that same little thing, that's when, Moo come along just spending money. She said some shit one time. I was like, she said she don't like a dude that budgets. Don't budget in front of her.
Well, what's called DDG did when they went clothes shopping that day. He was looking at the price tags, and she was like, "Stop looking at the price tag." He was like, "Man, this is my money. I don't care what you talking about. This is my money."
Exactly.
So yeah,
like
she can't.
I remember when I with one girl, and he said he gonna do something nice for her, so he went to the Tiffany place.
Right.
And he bought her something that was so tiny. I'm like, if she move anyway, that thing coming to loose. But it was from Tiffany though.
But DDG know what time it is. He's almost. I think he's 30, ain't he? Almost 30. He's in his 30s.
At least.
He know what time it is, Nightish. These girls can't get off on him. He done seen everything. India can't get that shit off on him that she get off on those other simp niggas. She can't get that off on him.
Shout out to her though.
She bad though. I give her that. She a bad little mom, but she can't get that off on DDG. He already know what she is. He ain't gonna tell her that because he needs her for content. But he know what she is. She been out here for a minute doing her thing.
Oh yeah. When I looked at the list of names, I'm like, what can you do with that?
Right. You can't do nothing with it.
Because two of them is corn stars.
Right. And remember,
so the Jason Love dude that slept with Adam 22, supposedly she was messing with him for a minute.
And she
then
was
a bunch
online
of basketball
crying.
players, Devin Haney.
Yeah.
I was
The
watching
game.
I was watching Platinum Elite. He had like 30 dudes up there with her and pictures with him that, is just, flying her out.
But now she wants to get married and she wants somebody to take her serious. That's not gonna be DDG. DDG not gonna marry that girl. He's not gonna marry her, bro. How can you take her anywhere and half the room to sleep with her? Like, how do you take her to any celebrity event and half the room to sleep with her? That's not cool. Nobody wants that.
I don't know.
Wait, she ain't found a husband yet. She ain't found one.
We shall see.
I bet you he's gonna be a simp. I bet you that.
Well,
it ain't gonna be a nigga. It ain't gonna be a nigga she really want. I'm gonna tell you that much.
I as I listen to the people on here, it's a lot of simps, man. It's more simps than you know.
The women who really got it like that, they don't want them niggas. They want to use them, but they don't really want them. They'll use them. Anybody will take free money if you're gonna give it to them. But they don't want them niggas. They don't want them.
But what does that do to men overall when there's so many of them?
It fucks the game up. I feel sorry for y'all. Glad I'm married. I'll be messed up in the game out here trying to find a woman in this climate. This climate is crazy.
Yeah. It's because it's not only the young girls sound like this, even the old.
It's the older women. Yeah, everything's transactional. Yeah.
I listened to a woman on I was reacting to a Witch Doctor show talking about she's the Blanche Devereaux or something. Blanche Devereaux was from the Golden Girls.
Yeah, that was a hoe. God damn. She was the original hoe.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's the thing. The real ones don't mind coming out and letting you know they're a hoe.
You gotta respect them though.
I don't respect it, but I can appreciate the honesty.
Because you can't say you didn't see it coming. If she's straight up with you, you can't say you didn't see it coming.
Blanche Devereaux. I wonder how many people know who that is from the Golden Girls.
Blanche.
That's crazy.
Blanche was the one who had a date at her husband's funeral.
Yeah. Yep.
She's the only character you can remember from the show.
No,
really?
Dorothy Sophia. I was a Golden Girl. That was my shit.
To me, she was like Jackie from 227.
But that's
Yeah,
the thing.
basically. Yeah.
See, Jackie was different. Jackie, you didn't see as many guys.
You didn't see a whole lot of dudes, but she was supposedly this dingy black. Yeah. I'm dumb. I don't know what's going on.
But she was just talking. She was more talk than anything else.
Blanche,
she was more talk.
You seen the guys leaving Blanche rum early in the morning.
Yeah, Blanche was putting it down, bro.
Them old players.
That bitch slept with the mailman one time. Thought it was somebody else that slept with the mailman.
Yeah, that woman on 227, she was just talking mostly. She was just running her mouth. She ain't do nothing. She wasn't about that life for real. She was just trying to be sexy and funny. That's all that was.
I've seen enough shows of the Golden Girls to know what it was, but I don't know the Golden Girls like that. I've seen enough of Cheers to know what Cheers was, but I don't know Cheers like that. You know what I'm saying? Where you like, it wasn't like I was a faithful watcher whenever they came on. I've seen enough episodes of Girlfriends to know, what that was. But I couldn't tell you what every episode. The people that know what every episode is and all this stuff, those are the true fans. When it comes to like something I watched that people like, you watch that? Like I used to watch Seinfeld. I watched a lot of Seinfeld. I used to watch Curb Your Enthusiasm.
That was my shit.
Cheers was the #1 show for a long time, bro. That was one of the most.
Yeah, but I didn't watch it religiously. Because back during that time when that was on, I was outside.
Yeah,
most everybody
outside.
I knew was outside. With nobody, like I would come home to catch, or I would be outside and I'd be like, oh, Arsenio's gonna come on. Whoever house I was closer to, I'm going to their house to go watch Arsenio.
Right. I didn't have cable, so I never saw Arsenio. It was David Letterman for me. So I didn't have cable.
I watched a lot of Letterman. I watched a lot of Conan O'Brien.
Conan was funny as hell. Conan was funny. In a weird way, he was funny.
Yeah.
Cornball way, but he was still funny.
For me, on Conan, it was more about the guests. Like I used to watch a lot of Norm Macdonald. When Norm Macdonald used to come on there tripping.
Nigga, Johnny Carson was playing characters 15 years before Martin Lawrence was.
Yeah, Johnny. I caught the end of Johnny right at the end. I stay up late to watch TV some nights when I'm supposed to be getting ready for school. Well, that's how I caught Johnny Carson.
Well, I always ask people, have they ever seen like Which Way Is Up? Have you ever seen that?
That's hilarious.
Yeah. You see how many characters Richard played before Eddie Murphy ever did the Clumps?
Hell yeah.
He was the grandfather. He played a bunch of characters. He was the preacher.
Oh, man, let me mute myself because I'm getting the fuel. I'm outside this truck. Let me mute my microphone.
Richard Pryor is the real GOAT of comedy.
One of them.
He's the black GOAT.
Yeah.
The white GOAT would be George Carlin.
They came in at the same time. They both came in as clean comedians. They both were trying to be Cosby when they first came. Then something clicked where they went all the way the other way. So then, George Carlin had jokes about tsunamis and, mass tragic terror and, laughing about it. So you had Lenny Bruce and Carlin. It was a bunch of them. Kennison, Dangerfield. It was a bunch of them.
I think Arsenio Hall stole something from George Carlin, but I can't prove it. He had a segment on his show that called Things That Make You Go, And I saw George Carlin do something like that in his act before Arsenio Hall was around. You remember that?
To me, that's still in the same realm because we didn't get the transformed Carlin until like early 80s, mid 80s. Before that, his comedy was clean.
Yeah, when he was clean, he himself was showing up on those shows, those late night talk shows.
Yeah, he used to be on
he had that
Carson and all of that.
Yeah, he had an idea in one of his.
No
acts before.
idea is original. Everybody has had some either joke like it or around it. If you tell it a specific kind of way, then yeah, that might be your whatever. But things that make you go, I don't know who initially started. You could be right.
I'm glad they made a song out of it though.
I guess that was mid. They got all kind of weird songs.
When you say
but as far as
something and
comedy, Don Rickles.
Yeah, but when you say something and then a group makes a song about what you said, that kind of helps your career. Like Bill Bellamy when he said "booty call," that helped his career. That one those two words.
Well, it don't necessarily be the comedian. Comedians have writers, and the writers go out to these small comedy clubs, and they hear something that they like, they'll write that, and they'll give it to the bigger comedian, and then that's when it's bad.
That boy we was just watching, don't nobody write for him. I know him. He from North Philly. That boy that
Who
was
you talking about? What is his name? Start with it.
remember that nigga's name.
Spank.
Yeah, Spanky.
He's a plastic cup boy.
He
him and Naeem and all of them write for Kevin. So they the ones that's in the small and the small clubs looking at comedians.
Look, he was the MC at the comedy club down here on South Street in Philly for years, man. I was the front. I always went whenever I went in there. I always had the front row. I went every week for like 2 years. I know him personally. That dude has roasted me 1,000 times. I know some of his jokes too.
I don't know none of them. Only plastic cup boy I've heard a couple times is Naeem, and I don't find him all that funny.
That nigga's the freestyle comic too, dog. He don't have jokes. He just talks and he's funny as shit. It's hard. What he does is hard to do, man. That's why I respect that boy, man. And he gets away with it. Not too many niggas can do that, man. Have no jokes at all. You know what I'm saying? Remember when D.L. Hughley was hosting the BET joint?
Yeah, all he did was roast the audience. He did a bunch of crowd work.
Yeah, my man can do that, but talk about daily events. And it's not in his act. He's intermingling with the crowd. It's crazy, man, how he does it. I'm mad they shut that club down, man. I was mad. Missed that dude, man.
It's probably gonna say after hour.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
I love to see Lil Will smile.
That just signifies what kind of show it is.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm ready for whatever you come up with.
We got a sticker for everyone.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Oh,
hell yeah. That's your real hair. Yeah. Whatever. I been fucking them hoes.
Oh, wait a minute. Got to get these royalty emojis in the chat. Let's see. Let's get the king and the bishops and me out there. Let me see. We changed the backgrounds on them so they're a little bit more visual.
I don't trust Corey Holcomb, man.
What's going on, Lord ADS? Preseason, I don't watch sports like that. We don't even see the that's a trip. I'm at a channel where the royalty ain't even in the building. Shout out to them. Let's see. We'll do just the king alone. We'll do just the bishop alone. We'll do just the other bishop alone. And then just me alone. I only sent one of me. Hilarious. Let's see.
Oh, wow. Boy, if I had hair like that, it'd be over, nigga. Boy, I'd be out here looking like old boy on that. Remember that movie Deep Cover? The nigga got shot. That big swole nigga. Boy, if I had a ponytail, nigga, it'd be.
If you had a ponytail. Interesting. Let's see. Let's hit him with this.
We got to get our shit together.
It's about to go down.
A nickel bag gets sold in the park. I want in.
Tell them to bring me my money. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Oh, honey, I got to get my hands on some.
and then I'm gonna get that money.
I approach him with my.
I like that. I want to just, I need that.
I take your money.
Yeah, y'all. Let me see how many likes we got. We got 18 likes. Could you please hit the like button, y'all? Like, comment, subscribe, support the situation by super chat, super thanks, Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. All of these are scrolling on the tickers. The Cash App is $KNIGHTISH1. The PayPal is paypal.me/IDLNO. And the Venmo is @Nightish1, @KNIGHT1. Continue with the comedy of Spank and Corey. Corey going on another one of his tangents about these women.
Oh, well, I wouldn't have to pay that much for these broke out.
Go, you remember when we first met? We met in Chicago at Jokes and Notes.
Yeah.
I featured for you.
Yeah.
And
and you motherfuckers, let me tell you something, I'm bad with phone calls. So he always been a cool dude. And we switched numbers. He called me a couple times. I'm bad with phone calls. And he probably think I ain't calling back because I'm acting funny. Nigga, you always was cool, man. I just be running game on bitches the whole day. So I'm bad with calls. I miss money because I'm on bullshit. So I always wanted to tell you that. Did I tell you this before?
No, you ain't tell me.
No, one day you said to me, like when we was with Kelly, he was like, yeah, I am not Corey.
Let me see, when it comes to sports, I watch boxing. I don't really watch football like that no more. And I ain't really watched basketball like that since the Splash Bros separated.
Me neither. I ain't watched basketball in 5 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Longer. I watched Caitlin Clark, though.
I ain't even watch her.
You got to, dog. You don't know what you're missing.
I watch, like I said, boxing. I watch, like I said, I started watching basketball back during the Splash Bros thing. And what other sports are there?
I promise you gotta start watching women's basketball, fam. You gotta watch.
No,
Caitlin Clark.
I'm cool.
No,
I seen what it is. I'm cool. They're getting better than what they used to be.
No, they're not. It is what it is. It still is what it is. I know what you're talking about, but just watch
Like it's
Indiana people.
It's a new reign of boxers now. All them older boxers are going. We just saw Earl Spence come back and had that fight with Zoo, and he didn't lose horribly, but he just don't have a step no more.
The new nigga is fucking Boots from Philly, dog. I promise you.
That's what they say.
Boots is a savage.
But Terrence Crawford say he might come back and go in here and give Boots what he looking for.
If Terrence Crawford think Boots is sweet, he crazy. Boots is left-handed too.
Well, why not go along with what he said so you can see that fight? My thing is, if you're a fighter, go ahead and fight. Y'all all gonna fight eventually one day anyway. You're a boxer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think no boxer is concerned about no boxer. Just go ahead and get it out the way.
It'll be a good one because both of them can take a hit.
I think that Crawford gets hit much less than Boots.
Yeah,
that
Boots
fight
don't
that
give a
Boots
fuck.
just had with Xander Zayas, he unnecessarily took punches there.
Well, that's kind of what he does.
No, I know that's the Philly thing. They want to rock 'em, sock 'em. And that's what the people love. They love to rock 'em, sock 'em. They don't want you to be technical like Shakur. And yeah, you won the fight, but it was boring.
Well, Bernard Hopkins is a Philly nigga. He wasn't on that bullshit. Neither was David Reed.
Bernard is a hell of a fighter. Always was. The Alien.
That's my nigga, yo. For real, I know him a little tiny bit. He's vegan too. That's why
I like his boxing, but he just talks too long.
He talks too long?
Yeah, I don't be wanting to hear them long ass stories. Because he be trying to philosophize. You've been punched in the head a lot, sir.
Bernard Hopkins was talking crazy, dog, even before he went pro.
Yeah, you're a prison dude. Jail dude.
He was getting hit in the head before you even knew who the fuck he was.
Yeah. That's
he
the
never
point.
Could talk to him that well.
That's the point. The man who got punched in the head a lot got long stories to tell.
Yo, I quit the gym because there was too many niggas coming back talking funny, man. I saw too many niggas get destroyed being pro boxers.
Oh yeah, we saw a lot of them. Now you see a lot of them is doing better now.
Who?
They return with their faculties.
Yeah. Roy Jones is gone though. He's punch drunk.
You don't sound like it.
Shit.
I just got through seeing Roy Jones have an interview with Andre Ward. They got a podcast together. Bud said that if somebody tell him that they can just whoop him, he'll come back and give him that work. But other than that, he not coming back for money is what he said.
I think he's training right now too. I don't know what for.
He's always training. Floyd Mayweather, even though he's not really boxing, he only does exhibitions, is always training.
I train every day too.
Yeah, why not? If you're an athlete.
More than any of them, I train every day.
Yeah. It's habitual.
It's necessary, dog, where you live in the jungle. You're gonna get in one sooner or later if you come outside.
Yeah, I would advise come out less.
I do, but I still gotta go to work.
Oh yeah.
I hate the culture, dog. I'm telling you, it is what it is.
I don't know what the culture is when most people think the way you think they're not.
It's hatred, bro.
Yeah, so that's a bullshit lie, and it's a minority of people that do the hatred shit. Now they might talk shit, yeah. I think that whole shit about people talking is fuckery, but yeah, most people is not trying to get in no smoke.
I'll give you that.
Because if they was, everybody be in prison. That would be almost a revolt.
I give you that. There's millions of people that do bullshit that never go to jail though. That's what people don't know. They just looking at the small.
Yeah, but what is the bullshit that they doing? If they stealing because their money is fucked up, because a lot of people is fucked up financially, and they back me up against the wall. I don't look at them like criminals, even though they're doing a criminal act.
Yeah, but when you hurt your own kind and scheme on your own kind, bro.
Well, that's what people do because it's proximity. Who else can they scheme on? Because you go in certain communities around here, like the place that got money, Trestle Glen and Montclair, whatever, you ain't even finna go up there because they're going to be like, who do you know here, sir? Why are you around here?
Yo, you know what I got to admit to, though? North Philadelphia, where I be at most of the time, is worse than most black places in America. In terms of, I'm not even talking about the crime and stuff. I'm talking about like the way people treat each other. North Philly is real, real bad, dog. There's very little love up there.
I think Oakland has been gentrified a lot, so it's more other people in alphabet community. People keep trying to make it seem like Oakland is black. It's not no more. Not to me, anyway. And where those blocks of black people are, those people are around each other every day. So if you're doing something to somebody, you're doing something to somebody you know kind of intimately. And that's a kind of a new thing also, because back when they talk about all that stuff we just heard, the community seemed more calm to me. I remember all those things happening in real time. But it seemed a little more order and structure, and people knew what was going on while folks was getting into it with each other.
I'm about to go to work in a few minutes, and I literally know in my mind already that I'm going to see or probably run into some type of bullshit before I get there. Every fucking day, right now. I already know it.
Is that an everyday occurrence?
Damn, it's going to be something not necessarily involving me, but somebody's going to be taking a shit on the subway, or there's going to be somebody arguing, or the train is going to be stuck in the middle of the tunnel in the dark for 20 minutes, or somebody's going to be arguing with the bus driver holding everybody up. Going to be a fat bitch on the escalator making me miss my bus, getting off the train, or something. Tough guys all at the top of the steps when you come out from underground. Tough guys everywhere.
Hey man, shout out
Just
to the
bullshit
tech
all
guys.
around you. Preacher niggas on the corner yelling at the top of their lungs on a loudspeaker. Nigga across the street with soul music on a big ass Bluetooth speaker.
Oh, so
Same
regular
shit.
regular life taking place.
Every day, but it's all just evil. The shit is just evil everywhere.
I don't know. I
People
look at
talking
that
shit
as
about
regular
you.
life.
Look, I've been catching the bus on the same corner for 5 years now, right? I've heard all these tough guys on the corner talk so much. I know all of their lives. I know everything about them. I know who likes who's snaking who's fake. It's a shame just from sitting on the bus stop listening to niggas talk and kick each other's backs.
So
crazy.
don't you think that make them susceptible to all kind of BS? If a stranger know that much information about them?
It's evil, man. I'm telling you.
I just look at that as regular life.
It is
It's
regular life.
regular old life. Long as it don't consume you. Long as you're not consumed by it.
I'm moving away from this shit as soon as my company open up. We got the first building done. All we gotta do is put lights in that bitch and plants. And I'm out of this motherfucker.
Let me see. I know one thing about YouTube though. Everything is evergreen. They can talk about something that happened 3 years ago as if it just happened today. Let me see how long I've been on. 3 hours.
I see you be coming on at night sometimes. I gotta jump on here.
Earlier in the day.
You was on last night, wasn't you? Thought I seen
Earlier in the day, I came on yesterday with about. Let me see. Let me go look.
I'm in the East Coast, so you gotta remember we like 3
Yeah.
hours
So
ahead of y'all.
yeah. So let me see what time I came on yesterday. I believe I came on at 3 p.m. So that would have been 6 p.m. where you are.
So it's 7 in the
See,
morning where you
Camel
at?
Toe. It's 7:25.
All right, yeah.
So yesterday I came on at 5 p.m. my time. So 8 o'clock your time. Like today, I got a bunch of paperwork I got to fill out. I'm going to do all that stuff and get it out the way, and then probably hop back on here. I've been trying to
do me a
make the
favor,
thumb. Yeah.
Watch the next Indiana Fever game. I think it's tonight.
What's that,
Just
basketball?
Yeah, just watch this chick.
I don't
one
watch
time,
basketball. Fuck,
You don't like
these
it?
women? No, it's not that I don't like it. I be busy doing other stuff.
Watching Caitlin Clark is not like watching a woman, dog. That shit's like watching Kobe.
Oh, okay, yeah, because she's the first one that can dunk and all that other stuff, right?
No, she can't dunk.
Okay. What makes her like Kobe then?
Where she be shooting from, all her moves, everything, dog. She got a sick ass fadeaway. She be cooking these bitches, cooking them.
I
the
know
whole
that
league hates
Angela Reese is pretty much just a model, because every time I see her, it's about what she wearing versus her game.
Angel Reese is literally the worst professional athlete in human history. I've never seen a basketball player that bad, and this bitch could give you 30 and 15 rebounds, and it will be the most unwatchable thing you've ever seen. Horrible, dog.
But that means the rest of the league is bad if she can do that.
No, it's not that. It's what's going on in the league. I'm telling you, there's so much content in the WNBA with racism and politics and what's going on. It's insane. It's the biggest thing happening in the world right now, bigger than the war and all of that. Not in the grand scheme of things with content creation, but as far as it's like its impact on racism and politics, you're gonna hear more and more about the WNBA on regular news channels now. It's starting already. Tim Pool done said something about it. Jesse Lee Peterson, Fox News, whole bunch of people, dog. Everybody's starting to chime in. You'll see.
Regular news is washed up though.
It is.
News is trying to come. News is starting to come to social media.
It is.
They don't listen to regular news no more like that. They'll listen to a podcast when they listen to the news now.
Remember what I told? Remember when you heard this? You're gonna see content creators now out in the streets with vans and mics and expensive equipment, just like the news people in a minute. It's gonna happen, dog. First person to do that.
They're already doing that. They got something called. They got. Well, he's one of them too. They got Channel 5 News which is some kind of social media news.
It is.
They got all these different
Remember when Shot Netter was doing it for a minute?
Yeah. So they got a bunch of them kind of guys, but a lot of them is white dudes in black neighborhoods and stuff.
I couldn't do it, dog. The shit I see, like I don't see nothing major like but once in a while. But the small shit I see like on a daily basis.
Well, matter of
some of
fact,
that shit is newsworthy.
to be technical, that's what John Galt does. He'll just walk up to a random person and just, get into a conversation about, how do you feel about the blacks?
He does that?
Yeah.
That's dangerous, boy.
If he not literally going to his tenants and harassing them and talking about them.
That is dangerous, man. That nigga's crazy.
Well, there you go. He has street interviews all the time. He looked like he's sitting in front of a restaurant or something with a table and a mic and a camera. Hey, you mind if I talk to you for a bit while he's smoking a joint and drinking a beer?
Nigga, YouTube is entertaining, bro, but that shit wore me down a little bit this year, man. I ain't gonna lie. There's motherfuckers in this space I want to hurt bad because I know they're demons.
I don't give a fuck about none of these people in space. And if I can never see them in life, I'll be Gucci. I don't want to hurt nobody. Fuck all this goofy shit.
There's a whole bunch of people I hope I never see, ever.
Because really,
Evil
this shit be goofy.
I don't like evil, man. I'm sorry. I might be a knight of some kind. I might be like the real knight in the world. Because I put my life on the line, slow a couple evil niggas down so that the community would be a little bit better. And it's crazy because I was selling drugs at the time, which is the most hypocritical shit in the world. Talk about your hypocrite.
It makes sense. It goes along with all this other stuff. I wonder where all the people are on this early Thursday.
I told these tough niggas at the bus station a while back when I whipped out the blade on them. I was like, all you niggas are alive because the police are here. I was like, y'all hide from them and keep y'all stashes somewhere, but they're here to protect you, dog. These are your allies. Because if these niggas wasn't here, we would fuck y'all up and get y'all out of here. I told them niggas, I'll give 2 young boys a pair of sneakers to get y'all the fuck out of here. All of y'all.
Let me see. Black fatigue is still being spoken about.
Nah, that shit died out. Coons versus woke is still popping right now. Still a lot of coons versus woke. Until this Nolan Wells things get settled and then the next case comes.
I barely see anybody talking about Nolan Wells. I think I seen Sale talking about it.
That is starting to die a little bit too. But it's not dead. There's a few channels that still covering it every day. I don't even know that much about it. I just see the title and keep moving.
Black kid with a bunch of his friends that are Caucasian disappears and the friends don't know nothing about it. They talk about drug. It's a bunch going on with it.
I mean, I know all
but
that,
it's a
but
bunch
all this
of
new shit.
It's a bunch of speculation, and it's new information coming.
Yeah, I don't know any of it. All this, I couldn't even give an opinion.
Well,
People
most of these things, the kind of support that's needed is for people to be a little bit more tight knit with their family. And be conscious of the decision that people making. Don't be the only black person somewhere if you not comfortable with it. And if you are comfortable with it, how did you get that comfortable?
Dog, do you really think you're in danger if you go somewhere and you're the only black person there? You really think that's a thing? Like these channels is
No, Nolan Wells is not gone. No, that black woman that was in Tanzania is not gone. I can keep on going with all these, but one black person with some, that black woman that was in that picture with all the white women is not gone. No, it ain't no danger at all. Now, don't get me wrong. These are a minority of things that's happening, but they consistently happening. And then we have shows like your brother CT. You don't hear what them folks is over there saying about, you don't hear what Be Brave is saying about black folks.
Yeah, man, that shit.
We the only ones that's dangerous. We the only one that's
I'm not even woke. And I would punch Be Brave in his mouth.
There you go.
I'm not woke at all, but I would punch. What he do
There
is
you
out
go.
of line, yo. You can't be going around just trying to.
Do you know who
trying to
protects?
gaslight
Do you know
people,
who
make 'em
protects?
angry.
You know who protects Be Brave the most?
Who?
John Galt. John Galt. Y'all not
man.
y'all talk about. You know who John Galt is?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's who protects Be Brave the most.
I got
He
stories.
goes
so many
off on
stories
black
with
folks.
Yo, there's a lot of stories where black people come up missing, like fucking with their own kind, man. Children and everything, thousands of them every day, damn near in this state. That's not a white thing, man. Where you go somewhere and come up missing, you can't say that.
I didn't say that.
But people are trying to and insinuating it. Niggas are the best at saying something without saying it, implying it sneakily. Niggas are sneaky as shit, man. Sneaky as a motherfucker.
Well, my understanding about this kind of stuff is that we were said to be monsters and violence when we got here. So you mean in 2026, when they say we violent and monsters is not the same propaganda?
We violent and we're monsters, though.
I think that's just human beings, period.
I think one person, me, I think I've seen
You making it seem like it's not a major white on white crime happening the whole time you've been alive.
White on white crime goes back 1,000 years.
No, I'm talking about
More
in
than that.
current times. I'm talking about current time, right now.
The people breaking out machine guns in the major cities of America are us in the daytime and doing all this mad. It's us. It ain't them, dog. And we're doing
I
that
ain't
to each
I
other.
ain't seen nobody break out a machine gun in the daytime in a major city.
Nigga, I did it before.
Even though
niggas
I
ain't
just
done
got through playing a documentary saying that it was happening.
Stop playing, dog. Yo, a tranny just let off 100 shots on 60th and what was it, Pine.
Cool. I don't live on
couple
60 and
years.
something. If I live on 20 something, I didn't see what happened on 60 something.
Yo, in America.
I remember
right?
talking to my wife early in our marriage, and she lived blocks away from me a lot of the time of my life. She said she don't know none of these names of none of these people or what they was doing. Why? Because her mother guarded her and protected her from all of that.
We shouldn't live in a world where you have to do that, dog. Nobody shouldn't be.
Well, shoulda,
we shouldn't-
coulda, woulda is another thing. That's the
Yeah.
world we live in.
Well, like it or not, dog, the vicious violence in America is being perpetrated by us, man. Towards
Yeah,
each
I
other.
disagree. That's
And
dumb as
everyone else,
fuck. I don't agree with that at all. That's
You
why
don't
when I
think so?
hear seating there, yeah, I think that's dumb as fuck.
I know. I know so many-
America's problem is the black man when America itself say their problem is their own man. That's
I'm not going. I'm not
wild.
going off the news, dog. I know.
I'm not talking about the news.
everybody knows
I'm
a
not talking
bunch
about
of
the
people-
news. I'm not talking about the news.
Ain't nobody.
I don't look
else.
at the news like that.
Ain't nobody else gunning each other down like we are, man. We killed like 200. We unalived like 200,000 of each other
Okay.
just since the 90s. That's insane, man. That's,
How do you fix that?
I don't know if it's fixable. I think
Stay
it's-
stay angry and meet fire with fire.
I think the plan is to keep it going and make money off of it
Well, they are making money off of it.
because nobody will stop.
Right.
You
So
might
the
as well.
thing to do is say that the black folks is making these weapons. The black folks is putting these weapons in these communities. It's all the black folks.
No,
we
no,
the
no.
mastermind. We the masterminds
You're not
behind the
respons-
drugs,
we're
the
not
guns,
responsible
every
for
single
one
thing
gun.
else.
We're not responsible for one gun or 1 gram of drugs. The thing is, and I hate when people say this, when they drop this stuff in our communities, which they didn't, but let's say it, drop this stuff in our communities, we supposed to be intelligent pyramid builders. Everybody was supposed to be like, oh no, we ain't messing with that. We love each other. We ain't fucking with that. But that didn't happen. So you could blame the gun owners and the-
So again, a minority of people are these people that the statistics prove it. Everybody's not selling no drugs. Everybody's not running. It's a minority of people do it. They just are the loud, squeaky wheel. But what Will says, no, that's all of us.
No, nobody.
All of us sell dope. All of us. Okay, the majority of us sell dope. The
Not
majority
one
of us is
person breathing has ever said that. It's just
right.
a
So
lie.
when you put emphasis on it's us, you have to be specific. So when you
No, you
say
don't.
all these crimes, yes, because it makes it seem like everybody. So if
No,
you make it
after
seem
20
like
years of
everybody,
YouTube, you don't
when
have to say
somebody
not
see,
all anymore.
when you make it seem,
Yeah.
well, no. So that's why I love that Hamp gets you to say either majority or minority.
When you got a bunch of adults on a panel, dog, you don't have to say none of those things. Nobody's
Yes,
stupid. Everybody
yes, you do.
knows.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
And that's a
You do
problem.
have to say that.
That's a mental problem with us then. Because if you have to explain to people that you're not talking about all, even after 20 years of YouTube and a zillion panels where people have said, not all, you still got to say that in 2026?
Well,
And
not
we're
all is
slow.
a different statement than minority or majority.
It's all in it. Oh, you're doing that. You know what?
Because what I like people to understand, and they be like, Nidish ain't saying nothing on the panel, and they give me an opportunity to say something. I go, all these things we talk about on YouTube and everybody have all these panels about are a minority of people. Tall people, it's not that many tall people. Rich people, it's not that many rich people. So we should be saying minority to every single thing we say. Dangerous minority, loud squeaky wheel, but a minority still. If the so-called good people came together and wanted some change, the change would happen. But it's not these groups of people that want to change because they might want to buy some weed. They might want to buy some vagina. So they just overlook this stuff. They normalize it.
There will never be any changes, bro. Even if a bunch of people come together, you're not going to change nothing. There's only one way to change things. And nobody wants to hear that because it's horrible. It's the
You
only
say they
way.
already, let me tell you how dumb as fuck that sound. You say they already being horrible to each other. They're already dangerous. They're already doing stuff in the daytime. So to pivot it from negative to positive is the big, and again, these people are a minority of people.
But listen, the minority, right?
Yeah.
It's causing the majority of the damage and the chaos.
Exactly.
And that's the ones you see.
So right. You put emphasis on them so it makes it seem like it's more than what it is.
But look, the ones you know about and that are doing the obvious drastic stuff, we know about them. But there's millions of other people that are doing stuff.
And ain't nobody doing shit to them. They're allowed to do whatever the fuck they want to do. And that being the case, that's why I say it's hilarious when Poppy Blanco coined the phrase Wi-Fi activist. You're not finna change shit inside your house in your living room. Well, now this is you finna, nah. But I'm not an activist. I'm just saying that all the old things work. If you want to work together, you work together. If you do not want to work together, you will never work together. People can't get along with their own brothers and sisters.
No one on the internet cares, yo. No one. Just a bunch of liars, man, that want to be seen or they're opportunists. And they know what I know. They know what I know. They just won't admit it. The whole fucking world is in denial.
Why don't you get them to admit it?
I'm nobody, dog. I can't change nobody's mind.
Oh, there we go. Can't.
When people are evil and they know it in their heads, you can't change that. That doesn't change. They live that
But
way.
you
forever
use the
till they
word.
go.
You use the word evil.
Yo, if you hate your own people,
How do
you're evil.
how do you determine evil?
If you hate people without reasons, you're evil. And if you display it,
If you
the
have
way
a
we do,
reason, then you're not evil.
yo,
If you have a reason, then you're not evil.
who knows?
If the outcomes are the same, what
All I
difference
know
does it
is
make if you're nice or bad?
All I know is it's everywhere and it can't be changed. There's only one way to change it, and there's no one alive that can carry it out. A
There
man
you
can't
go.
carry it out.
There
No,
you
man can't change what's happening right now.
There you go.
Something big is the only thing that can change this.
There you go.
And I don't even know what that is. But it has to be something where like half the people alive go away. And then
We
the
already
rest-
heard you say this shit. I don't know why you took that fucking long to get there. We already know what you was gonna say.
You did?
Yeah. You drug it out a little bit longer this time.
You kinda
And I think if exactly what you said happened, we get back to the fuckery. with half the folks gone.
You think
It
so?
might take a minute, but we'll get right back to it.
I don't know. There's gonna be extra shit everywhere.
Don't matter that it's extra shit.
Half the people going missing. There's gonna be extra shit.
They gonna get back to it.
This is hilarious. This whole world is fucked, man. It ain't just America, dog. It always has been too. There's never been one good year in recordings, ever.
If that's where people choose to stay, I choose to look at things a little bit more objectively.
Glass half full.
I try to be a little bit more optimistic. No, I lived 56 years and I think it's been pretty good.
So, if you've been alive the same time I have been, this is what you saw. You saw a half decent world that looked like maybe we was gonna get it together, and then you saw it decline rapidly in the 80s and 90s. 20 years is nothing, bro. In the grand scheme of things, the drastic changes that happened in the 20, 30 years when we was growing up as youngins in this world, we experienced a jump in technology, culture, education, travel. Everything went to another level during the people before us were on horses with gas lamps and had wells.
I just tend to believe that everything is going the way they want it to go.
Exactly. I'm with you on that. I think everything is a program, dog. I don't care what, everything that's going to happen from this day forth, I think is a program. We're just amoebas, dog. Bacteria. Living it out. We have no control over shit.
We have control over ourselves, right?
A little bit. You drink, so.
I'm not drinking right now. People like to highlight the worst parts of me. Now that's some nigga shit, because they don't never say, oh, Nighties is sober now. Oh, Nighties ain't been sleeping days. No, they just like to highlight the negative shit. Because it's more fun than highlighting the negative shit.
That shouldn't be in us either, yo. I've been trying to shake that off myself, but it's hard. I grew up watching the Three Stooges, dog. I like bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
I gotta shake that though.
No, I think people should be who they are.
I just don't like major bullshit that involves, like, I don't want to see nobody get mangled in front of me. You know
You
what I
said
mean?
you want half the people gone. Now you saying you don't want to see nobody get mangled. Oh, in front
No,
of you.
I didn't say I want them half gone. If that's be the only way to fix things. If it was left up to me, I would jump on the dragon and get rid of most people. I would give them an ultimatum for like 24 hours first, though. Everybody, you got to get rid of your liquor and everything. I want to see a pile on every block.
Oh yeah, that
Or
ain't
the
gonna
block
happen.
burns. Yeah, that's why you.
That's
set
not gonna
fire.
happen.
That's how you make change. When the people don't listen, you got to change it for them. That's why you set fire to them. Yeah. Hey,
So that sounds like you just as wicked as the people you complaining about. You should be happy with them people. They got the same
more
mindset as you.
it's selfishness. Like I want to see a perfect world while I'm here. So I would sacrifice everyone else to get that if I could. I know I can't, so I'm gonna just live out my life, and the world will be in shame when I die. Still, I can't change it. But if I had a dragon, I would change everything in a day. A day. It'd be the biggest day in human recordings ever recorded.
They'll forget about that shit too. Somebody have to write a book.
This would be bigger than Jesus and everything.
I doubt that.
A pregnant dragon is what I need. A pregnant one. So I can keep this shit going. Show you how Aegon did shit, bro. 250 years apiece.
You think it'd be 250 years of peace?
Aegon Targaryen went so hard on the kingdoms. There was 200 something years apiece. I think that's the
a
math.
TV show.
After what he did was so drastic, nobody want to fight for 200 years.
Doesn't that seem like the softening of society?
Maybe.
Somebody gonna want to fight. If not
Stop
now,
beating.
later.
Yeah. Even if you have everything right.
Yeah.
Babies that don't even understand stuff be rumbling in the crib.
They'll do it out of boredom.
They say twins be rumbling in the womb, dog, before they even born. they be fighting for space and shit. Can't even see yet. It's in our nature, man.
And it could be that also.
Before you're even born, dog, you're inside of your mother kicking her and shit. Bitch, when you sit down, shit. Why'd you eat that? Boom, you kick her. You're arguing.
Shout out to that.
Yo, I'm out of here. Yo, I gotta go to work. I gotta pretend I got a job.
Salute.
All right.
Have a great rest of your day.
I'll say a prayer for the world, man.
Somebody got to do it. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Shout out to Micah. Let's get back over here to this last little bit of this nonsense that Corey is talking about. Let me see. Get him down. Get this up. Let me see. Who's came to the chat? 4 people. Zoomer. Shout out to Zoomer. Shout out to Tato. Somebody blocked you? Y'all be talking about y'all blocked, and how do y'all get back? Am I still blocked over here? Or are you trolling? Probably trolling. We don't block people over here, and I go through that block thing often, and it'll never be nobody in there. So I think y'all trolling when y'all talk about being blocked. Let me see. Let's see. iPhone. Then where are you at? Are you on the vertical side? Zoomer. There go Tato. Testing. Yeah, are we on screen? Yes, we are.
I ain't acting funny with you, motherfucker. God damn it. That was back when you was thin and tall. Now you big and tall. You get naked in front of them bitches, they be doing this when you walk to the bathroom now, boy. Cold world now, boy. The more you wait, the more you got to pay when you out here.
Me and Corey got tight when Kev got out of the comedy clubs. Live Nation was like, yo, we want to try to start putting you in theaters. So we said, we know we love to play as a couple weeks on, but we need to put another heavy hitter with you so you know the tickets can sell. So Kev was like, man, I want to put Corey Holcomb on. So Corey was on tour with us, our first theater tour. So we was on tour for what, year and a half?
Man, I love Kevin. Because, Kevin brand is different than my brand.
Yeah.
And I don't know if when I said this a couple of times, I was like, Kevin, are you sure you want me out there with you? You want some, Bill Cosby type shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out here talking about what I talk about. And Kev was so selfless. Yeah. He had a wretch like me with him. And I appreciate you, Kevin Hart, little bitty nigga. I hate you that short. If you was about 6 feet, boy, you would be a killer too. You work out, but you married, so you blessed now. But if it don't work out, you gotta buy pussy, Kevin, because you short. You a little nigga, no matter what. Even if you ain't ugly, if you under 5'10", you a little nigga, dog. Even if you working with a big ass horse dick, you a little nigga, dog. Everybody gonna take you for granted when you that short, Kevin. But don't worry about it. God bless you with other things. So now you can think that you a regular nigga.
I know you was a hooper too, huh?
Yeah, you don't remember when I was down there hooping in Atlanta? That's when I was like, this nigga don't smile. This nigga don't smile. We was playing in this little thing. It was you and it was a dude. He was such a good NBA player. I can't remember his name. Light-skinned, power forward type motherfucker. Y'all two was on the team, and I was playing against y'all. And they probably didn't think I could hoop at all or nothing like that. And I was so nervous because it was y'all two. But Lou, you did not smile one time. Lou was
He took that shit serious.
Yeah.
That shit serious.
Yeah.
No, did not smile. I was like, that motherfucker don't be smiling at all.
They had me coaching a celebrity game, and he was on the team.
Yeah.
And, I remember, no, I'm not saying nothing. I mean, these guys, they professional, they get it. And they came off to the sideline. All right, now, we're going to stop playing. And we said, I thought it was a celebrity game. What's going on?
What, you must have took him out or something?
No, he was just walking to the side. It was like a timeout or something.
He was dead ass.
He was dead ass, though. I said, all right, I guess
I know
this
that
ain't no celebrity game no more.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
That's why I'm glad. That time I saw you in the airport and we shook hands, I was like, yeah, he cool.
I thought the same thing about you.
Right. Because that day, I was like, that motherfucker ain't smiling.
That ain't smiling, yeah.
But yeah, it's good, man. You know, when we see each other online, especially people we can cross paths with, most of us good-hearted people, we root for each other. So that's why I was so glad that we was able to work this out finally. You know what I'm saying? And I get to see that weight on you.
I'm going back to the gym.
I used to say that too. I used to say that too.
August 1st, I'm going to get back.
He don't want to get
Yeah,
in.
you're going to be my age before you
We
know
did
it.
good for like 2 weeks, I promise you.
Tato, I'll probably be back around about 1 p.m. West Coast time. Right now it's 7:53. So yeah, probably about 1 o'clock.
Oh, so at least you got
he
them
was
to
on
work
some
out
Jim
with.
Bro shit, yeah.
The homie over there said, I used to hoop with
I
him.
get right off air, pull up, pick
They
him
call
up,
me,
we
we
go to the gym. 14 days.
Said I used to dunk on there. Said I used to be that nigga, dog.
Dunk
If I
on
was- What? What? Especially them big motherfuckers like you.
Yeah, and see, Corey's finna talk about they ain't got no time stamps. But I was looking at the give me 1 second, y'all. He was about to talk about Deion Cole, Bernie Mac, yeah, so we pretty much got the gist of this. We're gonna go on ahead and wrap it up. I'll be back around about 1, y'all. I only have one thing to say. Support the channel, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chat. Hype me up. Comment about what you would like to see improved in the comment section. And until we meet again around about 1, y'all know what I like to say. Be great.
We'll shut this motherfucker down!
That's all, folks.